I don't know. That's a little strong. Bam, we're live. I think that's a little strong, Mr. Weed. I think that's a little strong. A little strong. Bam, we're live. Good morning. Take it. This show just lost all of its monetization too. I understand. It's fine. What am I going to do? I wanted to play the song. I stayed up for 45 minutes later than I should have last night, because I was just listening to old songs. I cannot get in the habit of starting to play songs. It's going to fuck up my whole account. Who's going to pay for jiu-jitsu classes? If it's not YouTube. Carla, hi. Sevi, darling. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Worth it. All right, fine, cool. That's what you say. So my kids are I'm boiling socks and they're drinking sock broth. Did Hiller sing that to you? Fair question. Definitely a fair question. When he was rubbing my arms. Just picture this. It was me and Hiller on my skate ramp. He's shirtless. My sleeve is rolled up. He has his legs open. I'm kind of sitting between them. He tells me to go get the oil. I go get the oil. I forget what I got. Coconut oil? I think it was coconut oil. And he had a butter knife. And he rubbed on my arm, and then he cupped my arm, and we just sat there in the hot sun. Pride Month with Sevi and Hiller. Big old juiced up, veiny dude rubbing oil on my arms. We should have FaceTime Alexis to referee that shit. It's confirmed Sevan is gay. Good morning, Frank. What's up, dude? Sevan, I'm with my mother-in-law. Don't get me hard. Fine, understood. Okay, sorry. It happens. The truth is that's basically who you're going to be banging in 25 years anyway. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sevi is doing his part in celebrating Pride Month. Man, what a joke Pride Month is. What a fucking joke. I was looking at this Morning Chalk Up article that 1,000 of you sent me. And when I mean 1,000, I mean like 10. It's crazy. It's just another perfect example of a group of people just hurting themselves. Can you imagine claiming that doing throwing a party that celebrates the sexualization, a sex party at your gym? They're saying that that's inclusive. It's fucking. I need to talk about it when it's not Pride Month, because it just seems like I'm attacking people for their sexuality, but it has nothing to do with that. Do you guys know that nothing is ever free? Like if you go somewhere and the education's free, do you know what that means? That means you're not getting educated. You guys know that, right? There's nothing free. The teachers aren't doing it for free. Someone's always paying for something. The hamburgers, the free hamburgers you got, if you got the injection in New York City, you know that they're not really free, right? You know, if you believe something that's free, that's the part where you go in your head. That's the God part. That's the gender part. Free, that word free. Everyone knows that, right? God's real, gender's real, things are free. Those are all in the same bucket. Does everyone know that? Those are just liars' words. Those are just to trick you. That there's nothing like that. You didn't get a free education. I'm cheery. I'm cheery. I'm cool. I'm cool. Jake's like, oh no. Sevi needs cheering. I'm good. I'm good. I was gonna play this song this morning. I might as well. I was telling Susan yesterday. I was like, fuck. I guess if I'm gonna play one song, I might as well play a shitload of songs. I was gonna play this song too. This song's good, right? I like this.
Love is a many splendid thing. Love lifts us up where we belong. All you need is love.
Please don't start that again.
Oh yeah. My favorite Shooter McGavin. Thanks for helping the situation. Free healthcare, right? Right. Healthcare is so good in Canada and the UK. Holy shit. Song. How'd they even do this? Has everyone here heard this? You know how they do this? They just mix a bunch of songs up together. It's so cool.
Leave me this way.
Are you really in a Gold's Gym, Audrey? That would be fucking awesome. Send me photo, please. That's so cool if you're really in a Gold's Gym. God, those were the good old days. I used to love going to a Globo Gym. I hate musicals. Really? You do hate musicals? They're cool. Oh, she works there, Heidi? No shit. Excuse me. Crazy. I had no idea. I still think Audrey lives in. That was weird. Hey, God, do you remember? I guess maybe some of you still are so young, but do you remember when just how passionate you were as a kid? Like if I liked the girl at school, I would write her name just like 5,000 times during the day. I would turn off everything else. I'd just be writing her name. I'd fill my whole binder up with her name. Block letters, cursive letters. I was passionate.
I look around me and I see it isn't so.
You'd go out of your way to walk by their room. You know what I mean? Like you know that they're in J Hall, room 7. Your class is in D Hall. And you go the long way to hopefully get a glimpse of them. Just a glimpse. Just a glimpse. Can I just see you? Oh, my God. I don't even want to be at school today. I don't think you're here. I just want to go home. My boobs. Me too. No doubt. I'd rather listen to Jake Chapman's mom talk about getting pegged. That's all right. It's fine. Me too. Shooter McGavin, we had one haul. Oh, that's awesome. Can you work? Audrey says she had to put on her headphones so these people don't hear Sevan talking about cock and balls. I just always look at your butt crack whenever I click on your name. Hey, you can work at Gold's Gym and walk around with headphones on? Can you really do that? No, probably not. Probably not a good time to unmute. Not for another 90 minutes. She's the pegger, not the peggee. Who's she peg? Your mother-in-law pegs dudes? And how do you know that? Oh, wow. Seema. She's a manager. She can do whatever she wants. Wow. That's awesome. All right. We got the music out of the way. We demonetized the show already. I'm sure Susan will be very happy about that. We'll be getting a call shortly. Just going to cruise. I'm just going to cruise today. Just fucking cruising. Fuck it. I'm just cruising. Whatever. Just cruising. Dan Blazarian writes in the comments before I even show you the video, only thing surprising in this video is the victim wasn't Asian or white, which is not true because as we know, melanated people are the one people that do not discriminate. This is a guy in a subway. First of all, you have to know, once again, like I tell you all the time, this is normal. This is not an outlier situation. This is 100% normal. This is the society that a bunch of people think it's okay to live in. Ready? Okay. So there's a guy just yelling on the subway, and then he jumps in the air. His feet are off the ground, and he drops an elbow on another man's head who's sleeping. That man's wearing a mask, by the way, so he doesn't catch COVID. And this man just dropped an elbow on his head. Crazy. No one does a thing. So you're telling me that it's not okay at that point to run behind the man in the red jacket and put him in a rear naked choke and put him to sleep, and if he dies, he dies, and the person who put him in the rear naked choke is not a hero? I disagree. Just straight up. I disagree. Just straight up. If that guy, I think soon as someone does that, I think anyone should be able to run up to him, put him in a rear naked choke, and if he dies, he dies. Yeah, I feel the exact. Where's Derek Chauvin when needed? I couldn't agree more. And I think Derek Chauvin, to be honest with you, well, you guys already know this. 100%, he did nothing wrong. Zero wrong. You ask a police officer to enter a situation that's highly volatile with someone who's known to point a gun at a woman's pregnant stomach, does home invasions. It's his third fucking arrest, being high on fentanyl, high on meth, and high on alcohol driving. And you pull him out of the car and he's screaming and going wild, and the crowd around you is talking shit to you. At that point, it's game on. I've no sorry. All I need to do is be like that guy right there on the ground. That guy right there with his neck. You know what's so funny too is I correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole George Floyd thing, the reason why it's so fucked up is it's this. Black people, so there's two reasons. Black people see that and they start to empathize and they start to imagine they're George Floyd, right? I fully get that. You do not understand how much I get that. I live that day to day. I have to fucking keep my eyes down sometimes so that I don't start to fucking imagine I'm certain people or start going into some sort of weird empathy game. And so when I see this, I just imagine that guy who just got elbowed in the head. I don't look at him and see, is that guy black? I don't look at him and see that's a black guy. I think right away that's me, my mom, my sister, my kids. The list goes on of people that I would die for. I want to know this. This one's really going to bug some people. Not you guys, though. Because I live in an echo chamber. During the Super Bowl, there's like this leap of wife beatings. Do you know that? That statistic? TV sales go up. Wife beatings go up. Like there's this chip sales go up. There's like this DUI arrests go up. There's this whole thing because of the nature of the Super Bowl event and what people think that they should do around it, the drinking, the partying, the intoxication, the drugs, whatever. Certain other behaviors are exacerbated. I wonder what the spread of venereal diseases are during Pride Month. I wonder what the increase on Juneteenth is of black on black shooting. Fucking some people would be like, Sevan, you can't ask that. The fuck I can't. We're gonna have those stats about the Super Bowl. Let's have them about everything. Freedom. Okay. Subway. I have no tolerance for doing that to people. I did take my third injection last night, and actually, after Yesterday, I paused. I was watching the new documentary that comes out. I think it comes out tomorrow. Oh, you guys just want to just rail on fucking the CrossFit Games media team? Wow, CrossFit is so sloppy. Did you guys know tomorrow a documentary comes out? Did you know? Tomorrow a fucking documentary comes out. I got to see a sneak peek at it. Someone sent me a link with a code, and I got to watch it yesterday. I took a pause during the middle to shoot up my third shot of peptides. The movie's fucking great. I walked away absolutely loving Tia and Ricky Garrard, loving them. But you have no idea that movie comes out because CrossFit, obviously, someone over there, I can't wait to ask Mariah this. Someone must hate her. Exactly what documentary? Yeah, because they fucking hate her. Someone must hate her. The same way someone must hate Chase. Someone over there hates Chase Ingram, hates Don Fall. Actually, we'll circle back around. Anyway, I just want to let you know I did take my third shot yesterday. And that was the first time taking the shot. Like for 15 minutes after I took the shot, I felt like bruised a little bit. Hiller told me I should be putting the shots like within a 1-inch area. Just so you know, though, there's no marks. That's how tiny the needle is. The first time, I think I just went in the muscle, and the next 2 times, I think whatever wire is in there, I think I fucking hit that wire. I tried to hit it. 75 people were shot over the Juneteenth weekend. But that's got to be just a normal weekend. Done. How long before results? Well, who knows, but it can't be anytime soon. But yesterday, I did the most pull-ups I've done in probably 5 months. I rode the assault bike for 20 calories and did 3 pull-ups, 10 rounds. I got in 30 pull-ups. I can't even fucking believe it. I did all the grips. Actually, I did strict chest to bar, if you want me to be completely honest. I did this grip. I did the split grips. Is that what you call those, split grips? I don't know. God, I sound like an idiot, right? By saying Matt Burns wants to know if it's pain-free. I don't know. I guess yes. I guess the answer is yes. I can't tell if I'm a pussy. I'm going to just say I'm a pussy. I feel like there's something in there that's a switch grip. Okay, thank you. Turntable and turntableable and Jonathan Ortega. Or mixed grip, okay. No, not TRT. What do you think I am? I'm a good boy. These are peptides. I put peptides. BPC 157. You can get them on California Peptides. Here's the website. This is my sponsor. This one right here. I got 2 bottles of that. I'm 3 injections in on 1 bottle. Dude, there's so much fluid in 1 bottle. It's fucking crazy. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the second bottle. I need more water. There's this special water they send you. And I think I used too much of it in the first, what do they call it? You basically, there's powder in this in 1 bottle, and you take this special clean water and you put it in with the powder, and then you gently mix it. And then that's what you shoot for like the next 4 weeks or whatever. I don't know how long. I'm not enjoying shooting it every day. I thought I would enjoy this process. I wish there was like cocaine version of peptides that I could just snort. I'm glad when it's done. Oh, that's what it is. Bacteriostatic water, not related to Cheerios. Bacteriostatic water. Actually, I don't know if it's not related to Cheerios. Christine Young, nice. I did 75 chest to bar, but not strict. Nice. Yesterday? Good job. Matt Burns, we know you're a pussy, but yeah. So I can't tell. Reconstitute the water, yeah. You read it the Constitution. I mean, I don't even like that word reconstitute. I don't want to learn that word. You're taking the powder and you're mixing it the same way you would just gently with the Cheeriostatic water, and then you inject it, and it's easy. It's easy. And I saw Huberman, the Stanford guy who does all the podcasts. He's on Rogan all the time. I saw him say he injected that shit into his back and his ruptured disc got better. And I was like, fuck, I'm game. Hello, Sarah? Okay, yeah, I'll try this, please. She's like, I'm going to charge you double for being such a shitty fucking representation of my first fucking sponsorship. You never even did TRT. Like, I'm so sorry. She said, get with the program, you little bitch. I was like, all right, sorry. Holy shit. Careful, Sevi. I ended up with a flesh-eating bacteria from injecting BPC 157 in 2019. Went septic. My God. Heidi, I don't understand how to get my chest up there. Oh God, why does that turn me on a little bit? It's weird. That split grip for sure. I mean, with the split grip, it's almost like you can't not do chest to bar. I almost can't not do chest to bar. I have kind of the opposite problem. Stephen Flores, I talked to my dad yesterday, 60 years of age, and told him to get on TRT if he wants. You didn't tell your dad shit. Your dad shot a load in your mom and made you. You didn't tell him shit if he wants, Stephen. You didn't tell your dad shit. Your dad told you. Your dad made you. Pull higher. Mason, that is fucking for a guy who's usually so articulate. That's your fucking advice to fucking Heidi? Pull higher? You can pull. How about pull lower? That's fucking horrible. That's a horrible cue. Oh, Matt Burns. Sean Mason Mitchell up with some cues for Heidi Kroom. Drive your elbows down and back. Just gifted with crazy lats, and I can do whatever. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we did this. We did the we're queer, we're here, we're coming for your children. We know that we don't want anyone coming for our children. Right? We established that yesterday. Good. All right. We're queer. We're here. We're coming for your children. We're queer. Oh, listen to this. So this is good. Tomorrow I'm having Mariah Moore on, the director of the 2022 CrossFit Games documentary, which I saw, which I absolutely loved it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And in 2 hours, this is on the CrossFit Podcast, live in 2 hours. So what time would that be? 9:30? It looks like either Adrian Conway or Chase Ingram is going to interview. It's funny, they call it CrossFit's coordinating producer and filmmaker Tyson Oldroyd. He's the executive producer of this film, though, The Fittest on Earth Retroactive. And so he will be on the CrossFit Podcast, but this is like one of the only promotions they have had. It's funny. They're promoting the CrossFit Games is promoting the podcast on their least popular platform. Dude, this show that I'm doing right now will get 3 times as many downloads if it does horribly than the CrossFit Podcast has subscribers. And that's where they're promoting this movie. They're probably like, Chase, we hate Chase. We hate Mariah. Let's promote them together on one of our shit platforms. At some point, how does Dawn not know this is going on? Is everyone just afraid? No one wants to tell Dawn anything? Adam Knifer being interviewed by Adrian Conway. 528 views in a month. Jesus criminy. Anyway, I'm gonna watch that live in 2 hours. I actually probably won't watch it. I'll probably listen to it. I used to work with Tyson. Tyson and I did the CrossFit Podcast together, actually. He produced the CrossFit Podcast. I worked with him for a long fucking time. Long fucking time. When they fired everyone, in 2018, I'm pretty sure Tyson got fired, and I did everything in my power to manipulate, beg, anything I fucking could to get him hired back. And then eventually he got hired back. I should tell. Sorry, I missed this. I'm not sure that I should tell Dawn that they hate. That I don't want to say what I have and haven't told him, but there's only so much I can say without I start to feel like just a dickhead. Matt Burns, Sevi, pull up your DM. I just sent you a clip of SF Men's Gay Choir singing "We're Coming for Your Children." Yeah, I've heard it. To be honest, it's so fucking disturbing. It's so disturbing. And what's crazy is if you say it's disturbing, someone might say that you're homophobic. When there's nothing more I'd rather do than fucking be a part of that fucking choir and sing in that choir. I just don't want to have anything to do with their disgusting message. No one in their right mind wants to go after anyone's children at all for anything. Oh, did I even pull this up? Did I share this screen? Sorry, shit, I've been just sitting here talking about it. Did I pull it up? Sorry. Here it is. Movie preview, CrossFit Games documentary, retroactive with Tyson Oldroyd. I wish I knew who was interviewing. Everything out there is so fucking bad. It's like someone will say something and let's say about climate change, and people will just accept the presupposition that what they're saying is real. No one will be like, well, 20 years ago, one of the trademarks for climate change, one of the cornerstones of the argument was the emotional appeal that polar bears have decreased in population or almost extinct. And here we are in 2024, and polar bears have increased from 5,000 to 30,000. How does that comport with the climate change? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because actually it has nothing to do with climate change is still real, and the planet is still suffering under the mass pollution and driving of SUVs. The only reason why polar bears have increased in their numbers is because of laws that prohibit them from hunting. Wow, fascinating. This is a great discussion. Thank you. None of that. Idiot Central. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, okay. So we're having, so Chase is having Mariah on today. Oh, I can send you the notes. Susie's, fuck, this is cool.
Yeah, send them over.
Get so excited. Okay, hold on. Select all, copy, compose, paste. That's Susa. Just so you know, I always send them to Caleb too. Not you. I know you know that, Matt.
Yeah. What were you talking about before?
There could be a holiday. Sevi, did you watch Nicole Carroll and Craig's Howard podcast? No, I'm going to listen to that today too. I can't wait. I kind of had her scheduled to come on, and I was kind of scared to have her on. And then we went back and forth, and like she said she would come on, but she at a later date, and then I waited, and then I waited another 6 months and asked her on again, and then she said yeah, and then I just started getting. I didn't follow up. It's my fault. I'm kind of scared to have her on. The same way as kind of like normally when I have Rich on, I'm always super excited to have Rich on, but like I don't want to when I say scared, I want to make sure I'm extra courteous. Do you know what I mean? It's scared might not be the right word, but it's like when you have someone over and you want to make sure your house is clean. Like, so yeah, you just want to make sure your house is clean.
Make sure it's all tidied and you put your best foot forward.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Are you also afraid? Is it weird when you have like a lot of history and in the sense of like, you know, each other pretty well? So like some of the questions you're kind of like dancing around a little bit.
Yeah, there's for sure a fakeness. Not in a bad way though. I'm comfortable with that kind of fakeness, but there's a fake, a dance.
A dance.
Yeah, a dance. Yeah.
Have you seen the episode yet? You just said you didn't see it yet.
No, I haven't seen it, but I saw a clip from it and I really want to see it. Someone said, wait, where's CK Kevin? Nicole would be awesome. Do it, you beta male. The thing is I wish it was because I'm a beta. It was the same thing with like Rich. I don't want to. It's like after I had Dave on the other day, he said to me, "Man, you're so nice to me when we're on the air." And it's like, yeah, because I want to be nice to my guests, but I have relationships. That was like the thing with Rich. I had all of these. Once I saw him, I was like, I kind of don't want to go at him as hard as I was planning on it.
Yeah. You can't. It's hard. You got to humanize it. Dang, already.
It's just because I like him so much. And it's the same with Dave. When Dave's like, "Hey, don't interrupt me," I want to be like, "Motherfucker, you're the one interrupting me." That's what I would have said to him if like we were talking on the phone. You've interrupted me 4 times. Stop it. I would have said that back to him. Like, "Hey, I haven't got my question out yet." That's what I fucking do. I interrupt. You don't like it? Don't fucking hang out with me. That's what I said. You know what I mean? I said something like that.
Went hard on him, huh?
I mean, I don't even think it would have been hard. It's more it's not that I'm beta. It's maybe the opposite. It's I'm uncouth, or I'm not beta or not beta. Okay. Can I get through? How many of these can I get through? Okay.
Fired up.
Let's do it. 101. Imagine being her and not knowing that you're. Oh, so this is the thing with a Pride Month. This is the same thing. Imagine you think you're doing something to help gay people and make things more inclusive, and yet you're just making it worse because you're a fucking egotistical maniac. This is exactly what happens here with Charlie Kirk. Look at this. This lady outs herself as being a racist piece of shit while she thinks she's defending melanated people. And I'll explain it to you in a second, okay? She thinks that this is a kind of a mouthful. She thinks that skin color is a cause rather than a correlate. That's a distinction between someone who's racist and someone who's not. Like, I know skin color is a correlate. I know 100% it's not a cause. What do I mean by that? You're not born black and then have certain behaviors. It's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. Anyone who's ever been to Africa knows that. Anyone who knows more than one black person knows that. It's not like that. It's just a correlate. And it's not a correlate that's actually, once you realize it's a correlate, it has actually nothing to do with skin color. Zero. Now watch her try to push that skin color is a cause. By the way, once you push that any skin color is a cause, you're a racist. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I don't hate racists. But once you push skin color as any cause, you're a racist. Okay, here we go.
According to the Bureau of Prison Statistics from last month, 38.3% of our current inmate population is Black. But according to the 2020 census data, only 12.2% of our national population
Can you
is Black.
pause this?
So if you don't believe in white privilege, how do you explain?
So create so many presuppositions in the question, but I also want to reiterate, go look at the stats. Between 2008 and 2018, prison populations of people with black skin dropped 20%. 20%. Now she's making the presupposition that if you're not in prison, that you have white privilege. First of all, there is no such thing as privilege. Just the fact that you would say that there's privilege is a presupposition. It's fuckery talk. It's word fuckery talk. There is no such thing as privilege. No one knows that. Only person who could possibly know that would be God, if you believe in God. Okay, here we go.
So why are they in jail?
It has been this way for years, since the 90s.
You know, why do people go to jail?
Why are Black people in jail at higher rates than white people?
That's the question, right? Maybe because they commit more crimes than white people.
But that's not true. It actually is.
They do. So every independent analysis shows that Blacks have committed a disproportionate amount of crime. No one wants to say it out loud, but it's true. In fact, in New York, 52% of murders are committed by Blacks, 40+% of arson, 60+% of drug deals. And so the question you should really be asking is what drives them to commit crimes? That's the question, right?
Hey, can you pause
the real
this
question
too?
is,
you know what's crazy about that number of black? So just to go a little bit further, and I know I'm beating a dead horse. You guys have heard this a million times, but it's not black people doing that, by the way. Charlie Kirk and that girl are being not lying, but they're being disingenuous. It's not black people. It's black men.
Oh.
It's not white people who they're going to soon talk about. They're going to soon mention that 4 million white people have committed crimes or something. It's not 4 million white people. It's 3,998,000 men.
And then the 2 women that shot their abusive husband. No.
Sevan, are you saying that we should do bad shit to men? No, I'm not even making any insinuation, implication, nothing. I'm just stating the fucking facts. It's actually 6% of the melanated population that happen to have penises dangling between their legs or executing or killing somewhere between 45 and 52% of all murders in the United States. And what's even crazier is that 98% of those murders are black on black, melanated on melanated. But it's not black women. So it's 100%. There was something. Oh, here, Jake. Sevi, can you speak up a bit, please? I'm in the shower and struggling to hear you. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. I have to speak up. Yes, thank you. Can't you turn it up? Put your phone closer to the shower. Put your phone closer. So here she is, right? Here she is thinking that she's trying to help melanated people when she drives him into an argument that also makes him racist. Because he addresses her as black as the cause, but not the correlate. But he does keep going. At the end, he does say, I think he does say it has nothing to do with color. But she's the fucking racist. But that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with the fucking Meredith Roots and Alex Parkers and all those, like the Morning Chocolate whole pride thing. Like, you think you're helping, but you're not. You're making people fucking hate you and be more divisive. Having a gay day at your gym is not inclusive. It's actually exclusive.
How so?
Because it's just a normal day for everyone until now you made it a day for certain people. So, like, you're concerned. Like, what if you did the math? What if you were just like, hey, we're going to do gay day. Gay means that the genitalia you have in your pants is the genitalia you want rubbed on your face. Same, as opposed to, like, I'm going to assume that me and you are the same and we like the other genitalia, preferably. Like, in the ranking order, it's 1 vagina, 2 penis. So you're going to have a gay day at your gym, and under the guise of being inclusive, and so you take a vote. Hey, how many people would feel more comfortable with this or less comfortable with this? And let's say 57 people want gay day, and 32 people don't. So you're like, okay, the 57 win. But let's say it's the other way. Let's say it's 97 don't want gay day and 3 do. Either way, you've split the fucking herd. Either way, you've done something that's not inclusive, it's exclusive. Because the other way, it's just pull-up day and fucking listen to Matt tell you that you fat piece of shit ate the wrong thing before you came to CrossFit Livermore today.
Smackdown day.
Yeah, Smackdown day.
Hey, can I give another example that illustrates your point almost exactly?
Yes,
Completely
please.
different though.
Yeah.
So I've had a
I'm pulling Charlie Kirk down so I can look at you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay. I have a member at my gym that has been with me from the start. It's almost 10 years now, and he's deaf. He also is like a superintendent, like, or vice principal at the school for deaf. And I was like, hey, Reyes is his name. And I was like, Reyes, I got this great idea, like to bring more awareness to like what you have to deal with coming into the box or whatever. We should have one class period, not every day, but just on one day. We'll say the 4:30 class is going to be the silent workout, meaning I'm going to have him come up and teach the class in sign language. We're going to have no music. And once the class starts, you could only communicate with somebody else in sign language.
I love that. Not to be inclusive, though.
No, it's to bring kind of awareness to give people a light into his perspective.
Oh, well, I was just going to I just like the challenge of it.
It's also, yeah, it could
fun.
be
I like those kind of things.
So I ran it by him, right? And there's actually this pretty cool app that we use to where, like, he calls me and it's another person who's talking to me, but he's signing to the person and they're translating to me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trip because they come on and it's like a woman's voice. And I'm like, this isn't Reyes. But then as she's talking, I'm like, they know everything Reyes knows. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny. He also has his L1. He hated the idea.
Okay.
He did not want to do the silent workout.
Okay.
He said, number one, that's bringing too much like attention to him, which he wasn't comfortable with. And number two, he said that's not indicative of the world he lives in.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I used to, before I had kids, my wife and I would do stuff like that. Like we would have like we would go like on a 15-mile walk, and the only rule is you couldn't talk. Murder for me. Horrible for me.
But it was kind of in the same
But I
way.
fucking loved it.
But isn't the same thing that I suggested that we did to like bring more awareness or like,
Well,
whatever.
yeah. For what you're,
isn't it the same thing as kind of like the gay day, or insert other person who lives, whatever.
You're not,
here's
the thing. The whole idea of the whole sex thing is so much more charged to me than celebrating Deaf Day.
Right. But isn't it kind of the same premise? Apparently Mark Flores knows everything about Deaf thing. A lot of opinions, bro. Right? Like, is there a difference there? It brings awareness to the life that he lives and going into the gym. That was kind of the premise of my idea, Heidi.
That one's so loaded for me because I just love fucking silence. But yeah, you're spot on 100%. In that regard, with the intention that you're saying, it's spot on. Yes.
Yeah. And so it was funny hearing from his perspective, and he was like, no, like I don't want that. Like I don't want people to have to focus on that or make the focus about me or anything like that. It doesn't bring awareness to the world I live in and blah, blah, blah. So I just thought it was interesting because we have all this, like where it's like Black History Month or like Gay Pride Month, and it kind of seems like the same thing to me a little bit. Could be off there. And he wasn't into it.
Well, have you tried Blind Day? It's funny with that, with Gay Day, it could be just like, with Silent Day, I just like the thought of trying to be silent. I guess if Gay Day was just like, hey, just try to be gay today. Hi, imagine me and you are working out in the class next to each other. Hi, I saw you came on Gay Day. Oh, yeah, I did come on Gay Day. So what are you doing after class? You want
to take it a little step further?
Yeah. Do Gay Day. Gay Day. Anyway, it's just amazing that it's the constant theme of the people on the left. They think that they're doing something positive to help, and they're just fucking cementing and pushing the hate and further exacerbating the problem instead of making it better. Imagine spending your time just like going around just spreading hate.
But my intentions were so good to fire people back my idea.
Right.
It came from compassion.
Right,
I wanted
right.
to help. Someone I was helping.
Right. Imagine you ran onto a bus full of 40 gay guys, black gay guys.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
And the bus driver is threatening to kill them. He's got his hand on a button, and he's black and gay too, and Jewish. He's actually gay, black, and Jewish. And you wrestle him to the ground, and he dies. And you be charged with being a homophobic, anti-Semitic racist, without ever contextualizing the fact that you saved 40 black dudes, gay black dudes in the back of the bus. That's what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's nuts. It's nuts. I hate you because you hate. China and Biden 100. China and Biden 100. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Top one or bottom?
Look at how popular the show is. So many calls. I don't even know what to do. Please stop interrupting the show. Caller, hi. How can I help you?
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Jesus, so many calls today. Go ahead.
Hey, so why? Here's what I have a problem with the whole, like, let's have a gay day. Let's have a.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Magnus, is there any black Jews? Didn't we have a black Jew on the show? Who was on the show who said they were a black Jew? A Benin Jew. Who was that? They had a black Jew on the show. Damn it. Okay, go ahead. Here's what's your problem with gay day?
I'm not a black or a Jew, just so y'all know.
Right.
Hey, black. I don't know what I said. I'm not black or a Jew.
Right.
Caesar was talking about the quiet day. This is what the only problem with that is. It never ends. The same idea as this whole equity movement where everyone needs to understand, or like, you know how there's infinite number of pronouns now because there's infinite number of personalities, basically infinite number of genders.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it becomes to where everyone has their own weakness because their personality is as unique as their disability. So whatever they end up having, they're going to want to be, they want empathy. They want sympathy for it. But this guy doesn't, and he's right not to, because he understands that it doesn't help. He's still going to be deaf at the end of the day. It doesn't help that more people are aware, because everyone has their issues. And these issues are becoming more and more put out into the world, like everybody needs to identify with me, or else I feel like I'm even more victimized. And then they take out their identity.
Or accommodate me, right? Like we saw that whole video yesterday where like there's an auditorium full of people and everyone's trying to get accommodations for themselves. Can you not use that word? Can you not speak loudly? Can you not hold up signs? I mean, it was crazy.
That's what it ends up being. It ends up being that meeting. Remember that meeting? Where everybody's like, no gendered language. And it's just it's just it's the same path. That's why you didn't want to do it, because you understood, like, no, I don't want to be identified constantly as a victim. I don't want to be constantly treated as if I'm different. I just want to be equal with you guys. I want to be in the same class as you guys and not have you guys have to like constantly kowtow to me and whatever, my disability is.
Can I? I want to take it one step further too, because like I'm just a perfectly sane, cool fucking guy. I'm so fucking cool and perfectly sane. It's fucking nuts. So like I want there to be just straight suck a dick month, but the only gyms that fucking do it are the ones that are in suck a dick neighborhoods like San Francisco. And I would go party at those gyms during that month, maybe fucking to show CrossFit Livermore, to show support of the fucking super gay gym in San Francisco, would go down there and support them. And all the gyms would come together and do fucking blow me fucking night in San Francisco CrossFit and do the competition. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with celebrating Jew night, doing the 13 workouts of Hanukkah. I want to support all those people. It's the fact that it's being shoved down our kids' throat. They just went fucking too far because so many fucking people just aren't sane and cool like me. Like they can't just be like, yeah, I get it. The gym in Chinatown wants to do Chinese New Year fucking workout. I get it. Let's fucking do it. But to bring fucking gay night or Jew night into every fucking gym across the country and basically like call you a fucking homophobe or not allowed to have an honest conversation about it, that the LGBTQ community has a disproportionate fucking number of fucking pedos in it. Like, yo, motherfucker, like now you're being exclusive. Now you're being an asshole. Now you're behaving like fucking Hitler. Why can't we just talk about it? We all fucking know it's true. Hey, I know two lesbian families now, two lesbian women, two lesbian couple women who've both said to me, holy shit, we fucked up. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, it's it's crazy. I don't mind any of that stuff. It's just shoving it down the throat. They just went too far, and now we kind of we just have to push back. Bro jobs. Yeah, thank you. Bro jobs. Yeah.
So next thing you know, you're Evergreen College from, 2017, when they excluded white people from the campus for a day so that they can feel how Black people feel all the time, apparently.
Yeah, that was an incredible movie, by the way. No Safe Spaces. Once
you
again,
go.
I have no problem if they wanted to experiment with that. I have no problem if they wanted, but the fact that they told those white teachers that they couldn't be there, and that guy, they should have listened to him. Instead, they got violent with him. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Because I won't fucking do gay night at my fucking at my kid's school, now you're going to be violent with me? That's the whole thing. It's fucking nuts. We're queer, we're here, we're coming for your children. Like that shouldn't be tolerated at all. No one should be coming for anyone's children. It shouldn't be tolerated at all. I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
About
Snicker bars shouldn't be coming for your children.
Can I ask a question? What about pride flags in CrossFit gyms? Yes or no?
If you want to do that as a gym owner, I have no issues with it. Like if you want to do that, I personally would not fucking do that. I personally would not do that. I don't think that that's inclusive. I think sex is like some I don't want to be as ambiguous as just say, I'd like to be more specific about it and just say it's not a highly charged topic. I just don't think that place should be pushing sexuality. I just for me personally, would I go to a gym that had a gay flag? I guess it depended on where I lived. If I lived in San Francisco on Haight and Ashbury, yeah. If it was fucking with a bunch of virtue signaling fucking Portland, Seattle fucktards, no.
Well, that has more to do with like the way they act and not the flag itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it has any place in a gym. I don't think the gay flag has any place in gym. Just like I wouldn't hang a Republican flag or a Democrat flag. I don't think me personally has any place in a gym.
That's the other difference that we need to stop conflating is someone having a physical disability and wanting to empathize with it through a day where I don't know, that's much more, even though I don't like it, it's much more permissible to me than someone talking about who do you want to have sex with? Let's just make that like the topic that we're always going to have to identify with on certain not days, months at a time, and then have like emblems of that concept in our gym next to the American flag, next to the military branches.
Dude, it's being so shoved down our throat. They removed all the fucking country flags at the UN and put up 190 gay flags.
Yeah.
Spider-Man now has a trans, everything, everywhere you fucking go. There's something, it's being just, it's just fucking front and center. It's bizarre.
Anyway, Susan, sorry for all my opinions, man, but this is, a public show.
No,
right?
I like it, but I was actually using that as an example of myself being wrong and why that doesn't work.
Oh, I don't believe Susan. He was coming after you. He was stomping on your dick.
No, I was just
he looked a little peeved there for a second.
He did look pissed.
I do get pissed because a lot of people just throw these fucking one-word responses back, but at least you had the balls to call in and have the discussion about it. I see some of these people in the chat.
Yeah, that's why I said I was just getting started.
What did you say to him? I missed the comment. What did you say to him? Did you make fun of his hair?
I just said it was a stupid idea.
Oh, the blind day? Deaf day?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least I had his back on that. I don't think it's a stupid idea. I think silence is the route to enlightenment. I think it's one of the pathways to enlightenment.
That's a totally different reason than Susan was wanting to do.
That's why my wires were getting crossed.
No, I was using it as the flawed thinking that I had, that I had some sort of moral high ground and was going to show compassion by forcing everybody to do one thing.
That's what it is. That's you hit nail on the head. That's exactly what everyone on the left thinks they're doing.
So Susan was being vulnerable, and instead of being gentle, you just pushed the whole dick in him. Well, there you
go. No, we're actually agreeing on the same thing, because I was using that as the example of like, that's just flawed thinking. That's like,
right.
And then as soon as I actually discussed to the one person who it mattered that I thought I was trying to help, he was like, dude, you're not fucking helping me. That's making a mockery of it. Stop. Let me just roll. And I was like, oh,
it's
shit.
The same thing. It's the same thing with veterans. All right. And it's become so mainstream now, but even the standing up, I can't do it anymore. Like people that are just think they're so self-right. Like, let's go to the CrossFit gym and we'll have a day, whether it's Labor Day or Memorial Day, whatever, if it has anything tertiarily to do with the military, we're going to honor them. And like, hey, raise your hand, all this stuff. They don't want that. I don't want that. That's gotten out of hand too. And I don't even care for like every branch of the military's flag being in the gym either. Just put an American flag up there. It's fine.
I agree. I like that. What about those dudes getting on the plane first? I'm cool with that. You cool with that?
No, just like the attention is worse than if you just ignored them. I mean, it's gotten so bad. The pendulum has swung so far on the other end where it's like, we think it's like in our creed. Like first thing we do is we pray to God and then we pray to the military veterans or it's just
dude, but don't you think that helps recruiting? That's like, I'm being kind of serious here. Don't you think that's kind of a nice social contract? Hey, if like McDonald's gave you 5% off if you were in the military, airplanes let you get to go sit down.
If you're
first.
joining the military because of 5% off, or like, thank you for your service.
Oh, you're fucking me up this morning. God, you're good.
Yeah, Mark's coming with the heat. I like it.
Fuck you and your logic.
Anyway.
And also,
all right, guys, have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
5% of Mickey D's. Oh, shut it, Mason. I hate a caller that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but him and I were totally agreeing on the same point. By the way, that suggestion that I had made was multiple years ago after a CrossFit Game article came out about him called the Silent Open in 2017. My memory.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys want to read on that, you could check that out. It's called the Silent Open.
Oxfitter. Does that mean Australian CrossFitter?
It's a good guess.
Look at me. Fucking I should have been in the CIA, just decoding shit. High IQ. As a lesbian myself, I was meaning you like girls. You have a vagina and you like vaginas. Or does it mean you don't like penis? Or both. As a lesbian myself, I was extremely weirded out by the morning chalk ups. And look how open-minded I am. You don't like penis, but that doesn't make me be like, fuck you. I still like you because you have a vagina. See how open I am? I don't let her disposition towards penis affect my feelings towards her.
We don't know if she doesn't like him. She might just prefer the other over.
And I really like her picture. I as CrossFitters, we all are intimately aware of that position she's in. You know what I mean? That one spot. You think she just caught that clean at the top? What do you think's going on there? Is she going down or up?
It looks like she's going up. I would say that was probably a power clean.
Long femurs, right? Need to
From
hit.
that photo, it looks like looks like it.
As a lesbian myself, I was extremely weirded out by the morning Chocolate's Pride workout. I know it's the article is so weird. It is weird. And instead of having men's and women's weights, they had tranny weights.
No, they didn't. Really?
I forgot about that. It's so weird. As a female, I'm not open to that. That place is so lost its way.
Getting a little weird. Pandering.
I want to start a position to ask for Justin LaFranco to come back. Caller, hi. What are you fucking making? Bacon? Oh, you have the shower on. You're in the shower.
Yes, sir. Making bacon in the shower.
Oh, because I hear some like shh, and it's either a shower or bacon.
I apologize. I had the sink on. My bad.
No, it's okay.
How are y'all doing this morning?
Washing your penis off. It's a good.
Great.
It's good. It's healthy. It's very Catholic of you.
Well, oddly enough, I am Catholic. Appreciate it, Sevan.
Yep, no problem. Wash the penis well.
Yes, sir. We'll do. Hey, so first off, appreciate the show, guys. It's always entertaining. I just wanted to call in because I'll be honest, if we're going to be open and have an open discussion, that last call-in guy, I appreciate, the fact that if you are gay, if you're lesbian, or whatever, feel free to do what you want to do. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. The only issue I have is it comes down to a simple matter of respect. And the fact of the matter is, whether you like it or not, is that this country has a flag and our flag is flying and people are proud of that because of the military. Wars were fought, wars were won for our freedom to be able to do as we please. You talked about how it pissed you off how the occupational games were taken away for military vets, people in the military, police, and fire, because that was the founding principle of CrossFit, which it is. Well, it's the same exact concept, at least to me, is it's a total disrespect to the military and people who made the ultimate sacrifice, who stood for the flag, who fought for the flag, for it to be able to fly for our country. And yet you have people of the LGBTQ community who get upset when their flag is offended. So I feel like that in it of itself is very offensive. And it's if they're going to be very upset and say that it's not respecting to them and their community, then how can you not respect our country for what it is and all the people who have gone before us to fight for those freedoms?
The irony too about that is someone might say like, well, fuck you, this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't understand that the military is just a pawn of the blah, blah, blah. Well, the irony there is that flag represents your freedom to say that. It's just a fucking never ending loop. Anything you say to your argument is like, yeah, those people fought so that you could talk shit about the military. Those people fought so that you could talk shit about that flag. Those people. And when we get rid of that flag or those principles or what that flag symbolizes, or we get rid of our liberty, I mean, it's so basic. Jimmy Carter said it. Mother Teresa said it. So many people have said it. The Buddha said it in their own ways. To be the change you want to be, but also if you fight violence with violence, only the violent people will win, and that's basically what they've done. They have one giant fucking violent movement to fucking eradicate anyone who thinks differently than them. Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, I just wanted to add on to, I work at the fire department as well.
As a firefighter or a fluffer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Like me,
whatever you prefer, whatever you want to call it nowadays. I don't even know what's correct to say nowadays.
All right. Fire person. Sorry, fire person.
Fire person. Fire neutral.
Are you religious, man? Are you religious, man, too?
Fire neutral.
Yes, sir. I'm Catholic.
Okay.
But I will say, as being Catholic, like I said when I opened up, is, in the Catholic tradition, marriage is supposed to happen between a man and a woman. But specifically, just for me personally, and I might be going to hell because this is not part of my religion, I'm perfectly fine with whatever you want to do. If you want to fuck dudes, you can fuck dudes. If you want to fuck women, you can fuck women. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. What bothers me is exactly what you said, is how it's being shoved down people's throats and used is almost like weaponization, where you're using it as ammo because you're pissed and you're upset because you're not being included to the level that you want to be, or you're not being recognized to the level you want to be recognized at. And you're spitting on the flag, you're pissing on the flag, you're standing on the flag, and people have gone before us to allow you the freedom to be able to do that. And then now you're getting upset that your flag's not being flown in the CrossFit gym. You got sports teams now, it's making its way into sports. How people are looking like pieces of shit for not wearing Pride Month shirts, and people who are kneeling for the national anthem. You have, being shoved down people's throats in schools, kids being forced into awkward situations and being forced to conform to certain ideologies because people are upset. I just think that it's
what's the tolerance? You nailed. What's the tolerance? How many? So this country supposedly didn't tolerate, of the 365 million stops that police officers do, this country didn't tolerate, and all of those stops are done by people who we've armed. They didn't tolerate 12 unarmed black men getting shot. And God knows they still may have been violent or had knives or been threatening the police officers or whatever. How many little girls are we going to allow to be raped in school bathrooms by trannies? I wonder what the threshold is for. I wonder what the threshold is for that.
Well, I mean, nowadays,
I say it's zero. I say it's zero. By the way, I don't tolerate. I say it's zero, and my thing is not to let people with penises into women's bathrooms and make it a definitive law.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
And I saw some stuff on the internet the other day, them wanting to make some type of transgender sports. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I feel like it'd be a lot more fair.
Yeah, do it.
I
would do it. It'll be just slightly more popular than the women's NBA. Hey, do you want to know what the women's WNBA? It's 60 million in revenue a year, if you believe that, which there's no fucking way it is. There's no fucking way. But listen to this. In 2020, there were 12 billion in golf balls sold. Get your head wrapped around that. That's just golf balls. I'm not talking about fertilizer for golf lawns. I'm talking about golf clubs. 12 billion in golf balls. Yeah, let them do the tranny games. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever. Do whatever. Do the three-legged dog games. Do whatever. And hey, you know what? I used to think gay marriage is a fascinating one because it's a fascinating one, right? Because it's where government and religion mix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gay marriage is a trippy one.
I mean, but it goes back to like it doesn't.
I think because it's government, you gotta
let
them do it because it's the government. But
well, it's just. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, with government in general, there's no winning, there's no losing. If anything, though, in general, I think that there's probably more losing to do because there's a lot more hate that people will take because this day and age nowadays is just so soft. And to be honest, people are so quick to jump the gun and are so hostile, especially when it comes to politics, LGBTQ, anything. And I see it all the time in my line of work. But that's where I said with the t-shirt stuff for me, working at the fire department, it bothers me is, we have people in our community who get upset and think that we're racist or, we're not being inclusive and we don't like the gays or whatever because we don't have a Pride Month t-shirt or we don't fly a pride flag on the back of our fire engines. And that to me is where it becomes too much, where, like you can't just shove things down people's throat because you're upset. And that's exactly what politics is forcing people to do. That's what people do in the LGBT community, the Black Lives Matter community, everything. When people are upset, they leverage government and they leverage people to have hate towards people who don't feel the same way they do. And I don't feel like that's fair.
Thank you. Appreciate your sobriety on the subject and your contribution. You're a good dude.
Well, appreciate the show, guys. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Where are we?
We had the article 100 China paid Biden.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. I got lost in the... Yeah, okay, let's burn through these. Hit that top one, that Instagram one first. This is amazing. Imagine being worried about anything when this is being... Oh, son of a bitch.
I've seen these. These are amazing.
Caller, hi. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I had a thought while you were talking about the death member that Sousa had. So does it seem to you that people who have victim mindsets seem to only identify heavily with that one thing? Like it encompasses all of them? And I just feel like as human beings, we're so much more complex than that, Like, here's my example. I've been doing CrossFit for almost 10 years. So you can see muscular legs, arms, and people approach me out of nowhere, complete strangers, and only talk to me about working out. And I'm like, well, there's so much more to me than working out. Isn't there so much more to people who just want to press this gender ideology? Aren't they more complex? Like, is their mental illness so extreme that it just encompasses every part of them? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, it's their hobby. Their hobby and their persona
or religion,
is
like we said.
Yeah, a religion. Yeah, their religion is playing the victim. 100.
Yeah, it just drives me.
100.
It drives me crazy. Like I really don't have. I have a great life. I try really hard to not play the victim. I'm aware of it, but just that one example of like, man, I'm so much more complex than just the fact that I work out. And when I meet strangers, I don't like. That's not all there is to me, working out or training people or being a coach. It's like, can't we go a little bit deeper than just the one thing? I just feel like
there's these weird things, right? Like your car. You're not your car, but you're responsible for it, right? And a rock comes up and flies up and hits your windshield, and you get upset because you're kind of wrapped up in your car because you're responsible for it and you have to pay for it.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you're going to sell your car is going to die, or your dog. Like I have a dog that seems like he's on his way out and he's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to, it's not me. It's gonna hurt, right? But it's not me, and things are coming and going. But when people are victims, there's no space between their victim mindset and who that they really are. It's like almost like they get no reprieve from it at all. It's like,
that's what I was trying to say.
Zero. Well, you did. You said it as good as I did, for sure. There's just no reprieve. That's why I call them
like
people who are asleep. They're just asleep and they're stuck. And at no point during the day are they ever like, holy fuck, I'm just making all this shit up.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that at least once a day, be like, holy fuck, I'm just making this all up. And you have no space.
Right.
You have no freedom.
Yeah.
That is a mental illness. They're completely disconnected from I don't know. Some people call it God or the unknown. They have no reprieve.
Yeah. By the way, this is Farmer Josh's wife, Tammy, from the Central Valley.
Oh,
just
hi.
thought I'd call in.
Hi. Oh,
hey.
So let's talk about your farm for a sec. Holy shit, we're approaching an hour and a half. What are you growing there?
Peaches, plums, and nectarines.
Peaches, and no cherries?
No cherries. That picture I sent you probably looked like cherries, but those were nectarines.
Oh, okay. Shows how closely I look at things. And how are your nectarines this year?
Delicious. Everything's going pretty well.
I have issues with nectarines. It's something that I never get to really get to full maturation.
What issues are you having?
They just stay small. They don't ever ripen all the way.
Oh.
They just it's weird.
You have to thin. You got to take off.
Oh, you sound
not
like
a lot.
my dad. Oh, I hate this part.
He's not wrong. I wish I had pictures I could show your audience of what the ground looks like in the spring when we go through and thin everything.
So you're telling me when my plum tree that's only like 15 feet tall has 3 million plums on it, my dad's like, hey, you got to knock off half of those at least. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
He's not wrong.
Oh, no.
No, he's right.
Oh, no.
Yep. That's why.
And why do my apricots not have apricots every year? Why does it feel like it's every other year?
I don't know. We don't grow apricots, but I don't think the people who grow them around here have that problem. So
they have them. They get
not sure.
Do you have any trees that do that? That it's every other year?
No. You might need more bees. Or do they need to be pollinized by like cross-pollinated? Apricots, they might. I don't know for sure.
Do you guys have
plums?
Beekeepers come in and put their bee homes on the property?
Yes, we do. For plums mostly.
You think if you didn't do that, the shit wouldn't get pollinated?
Yeah, I do think that. We actually have a block right next to my house that when it was raining and super cold, the bees weren't flying and there's like no crop right next to my house.
Wow.
So
Blade Walker, everyone wants to be a farmer until it's time to do farmer shit. Yeah.
like fit it out.
He's not wrong.
How long are your days?
Josh starts around 5:30 and then he's usually home by like 5, but we own 2 packing houses too. So if those are still running, he'll come home and work out with a group of guys that come over. And then sometimes he'll head back out to the shed just to make sure everything's going good. It's a big operation.
You have kids?
Not yet, no.
Did you guys inherit the farm?
Yeah, so I'm actually technically 4th generation, and Josh, you could say Josh is 3rd generation. His grandfather did a little bit of farming, and then his dad farms, so he works very closely with his dad. Yeah.
Crazy. How did you guys meet?
At elementary school. Wow. I was in 1st grade and he was in kindergarten. Yeah.
How old were you the first time you guys kissed?
I think we were 21.
What?
So we didn't date till after college. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember him from kindergarten or 1st grade?
Oh yes. We did not need an introduction. We grew up like a mile and a half down the road from each other, and I went to the private high school and he went to the public high school, and every morning when we were driving to school, we would pass each other. He's going one direction, I was going the other, and we'd wave at each other every morning.
Wow, that's some crazy shit. Sean
Yeah.
M says the caller is groomed. You can't be groomed by someone who's a year older than you. It has to be like some. Can you? You can't be groomed by someone, right? That's called courting. When it's the same age as you, it's courtship.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not interested. Everyone was like telling me that I should go out with him, and I resisted for a very long time.
Maybe you're gay. Did you think about that?
Definitely not gay.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, awesome to talk to you.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
great rest of your show.
I'm happy to know you. How old are you?
35.
Oh, okay. That's good. It's a good age. Okay. Are you guys gonna have
Yeah.
kids?
It's a great age.
Oh, we've been trying, so it hasn't been working. Went through a few like rounds of treatment. Didn't really like the way that went or how I felt. So we're looking into adopting.
Okay. It'll just
Yeah.
keep doing it. You guys know what you're doing. You're not using any protection. You guys just work out and bone. That's it.
Yes, I know I sound naive, but we know what we're doing.
Well, my mom sent me a email, like a 1-page spreadsheet
Oh,
when I told her.
to make sure
Yeah.
that you could. Oh, wow.
Checklist.
No, I think we're good in that department.
It was really weird when my mom said, number 1, lots of doggy style. No, she didn't. Okay. Oh, I'm excited for you. And then let's say you guys do have kids. You can just you'll just raise them on the farm. That will be their education,
yeah.
right? Math,
Yep,
biology, science,
Mhm.
hard work, fitness. It can all be done just right there on the farm. They can learn everything, right?
Yep.
Photosynthesis,
Yep.
the whole shebang.
Yeah, they can for sure. That's the plan.
God, that's crazy.
You gotta come see it.
You know, my buddy Greg Glassman, the guy who founded CrossFit, he's building a house next to a house he already owns. And one of the things, and he homeschools his kids. And one of the things they do is on a weekly basis, the kids sit down with the contractor and the builder, and they get like a 1-hour talk of how the house is being built. And that's part of their education.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love it.
I know. That's
I never
awesome,
thought
right?
I would consider homeschool, but what's going on is terrifying. So
It's better
don't know.
anyway. It's better. It's so much better anyway. I'm telling you, it's so much better.
yeah, I know. We'll see when we get there. If we get there, I mean, fingers
will.
crossed.
Yeah.
So
Don't
yeah.
stress yourself out about it. Enjoy it. It's
I'm
fun.
not
Yeah.
stressed.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Sorry for projecting onto you.
yeah, geez,
Okay.
and crying. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but I didn't have my first baby till I was 39. No,
I know.
43. I was 43.
And your wife was 39?
She was 39. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Keep
all right.
that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a fucking idiot if I don't go to their farm.
Yeah, you should. She
I would-
sounds cool too. Like they'd be easy to hang out with.
And I'm gonna love that shit. I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna just so geek out. I'm gonna eat
Well,
so
that's
much
an
fruit. I'm
opportunity.
gonna get sick.
Hey, it's an opportunity for the boys.
Oh, I wanted to pull this. Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, that's a good point. I wanted to pull this up. I might homeschool my kids because California schools have become junk food distribution center. Graciano Rubio said earlier he had a comment. If you like thick moms, what sexuality does that make me? If I was Graciano Rubio, I would never have laying down sex.
We just appreciate that.
I just would always have standing up sex. That's it.
Because it's like nothing for him to hold.
Yeah,
like,
nothing.
Dude, when he's Zotzfest 405.
He does what?
So you know, like when you got the bar on your back, but you're in a wide, like you're gonna overhead squat the bar,
Yeah.
but on your back, and then you go down to the bottom of your squat, and then
Yeah.
you rest the bar up overhead.
Oh shit! Are you kidding me?
No, dude, it's insane. Hey, try doing that with just a 45-pound barbell, and watch how hard it is.
I
And
want to
then
try doing that just with the PVC. Yeah.
nuts. Zotz press.
Wow.
And it's extremely difficult, not only just to stay in the position, but to generate enough like force and power. And
He could have standing sex with a 200-pound woman.
two of them, front and back, like one up here, one down here. It's a juggling act.
Crazy.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let's make sure. Let's the comments know everything. Let's find this. Oh, thank you. Got it.
Sots, not zots.
What would we do without these
Says the girl who works at Gold's Gym.
people? Oh shit!
Shit's been vetted. Shit's been vetted.
Saved by the chat again.
Not Tots either.
Tots Press. It's the Tots Press.
It's crazy.
Oh my
I walked in. I've walked in on two people before having standing sex. 2 different couples.
Wait.
I don't know where that came out of. But
Hold on. So 2 separate occasions.
Yeah.
You walked into 2 separate couples
yeah,
having standing sex.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm trying. One of the stories I just can't tell, but one of the other stories was in college, and we were just hanging out in the room, and we were just hanging out in the room. This was the first. This buddy of mine was the first person I ever. There was no internet back then, or like people didn't have it, but that was back then. That was the first person I ever knew who watched porn. It was this friend of mine, and he always watched porn with his girlfriend. It was weird.
Like as an arousal, or just like a Thursday
I don't know, but
night
I always
or
just
porn
thought it
on?
was weird that anyone would go out of their way to get porn. Like you go to the video store, get
Yeah.
a DVD, come.
Through
It
the
just seemed like
beaded curtain.
really.
Through the beaded curtain.
Yeah, in the back.
Get your ID checked.
I had zero. I still have kind of zero interest in porn. I tried to edit porn one time for a guy, and it lasted like 3 days. It was fucking. It was so
that's
stupid.
weird.
And actually, I tell the story like I quit. I was gonna quit, but they thought I was horrible. They're like, "Hey, dude, too many cuts. No one's." I was trying to like tell a story. Like no one cares. They just want to see just lay it down and export it.
You're like, can we get some more development of this character?
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
totally.
There's not a lot of depth there yet.
Yeah, and so I was just hanging out in a room with this guy one time. I was hanging out in the room with this girl and her friend. It was actually a mutual friend of me, this girl that I knew who was like a mutual friend of me and this guy. We were hanging out. She had a friend visit from, friends come and visit from college, right? And we were just hanging out in this room, and my friend started making out with her friend, and then next thing I know, he fucking had her clothes off and had her against the wall and was drilling her. And all I remember thinking is they're having unprotected sex. That's all I remember thinking. Like, fuck, they shouldn't be doing that.
This is that could go wrong, guys. Come on.
Jessica Valenzuela at the chiropractor. Wish me luck, friends. Hoping my back isn't too fucked. Might need to get some peptides if it's bad. Is that from having standing sex? She's 6 feet tall. It's probably from wearing all that the gun belt and the bulletproof vest and all that shit. All right. Okay. How are you on time?
I'm fine.
I don't know. I don't know anyone who's banged on it. Maybe. I do. One of my friends did tell me. I don't want to get into the plane story. Okay. China. China. How is this? How are we going to explain this one to our kids? Let's watch this. 100. Here we go. How are we going to explain it?
Zeke, you want to kick us off?
The House Ways and Means Committee yesterday released documents, their authenticity nowhere challenged. That included a July 2017 WhatsApp message sent by Hunter Biden to Henry Zhao, a Chinese Communist Party official, which stated in its entirety, and I quote, "I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows, and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father," unquote. So just a couple of questions about this.
Can you pause this? So that's the House, the Committee on Ways and Means is the chief tax writing committee of the United States House of Representatives. The committee has jurisdiction over all taxation, tariffs, and other revenue-raising measures, as well as a number of other programs, including Social Security, unemployment benefits, Medicare. These people, these are the money people. This committee has a text message from the app called WhatsApp of Hunter Biden demanding to know where his payment is to 3 people, Chinese Communist Party, sounds like leaders, threatening them and using his dad, who was the vice president of the United States at the time, as part of that threat, who was sitting next to him. What the fuck? So let's see how she answers. Let's see how she answers. So he's and no one at the White House has denied this, by the way. Okay, here we go.
Does this not undermine the president's claim during the 2020 campaign and the reaffirmations of that claim by his 2 press secretaries since then, that he never once discussed his son's overseas business dealings with him?
Okay, great. Thanks, everybody. Okay.
Go down below the New York Post article. So we're worried about White House repeatedly refuses to answer if Biden was involved in Hunter's Chinese, I think you went down too fast, right? Chinese government linked business. Go up top. I want to just read the headline real quick.
I'm sorry, I thought you were reading the bottom part.
Go back. Oh, here we go. White House repeatedly refuses to answer if Biden was involved in Hunter's China shakedown. This is fucking amazing. Feel free to click this, guys, this New York Post article, and look this up. I think this one's actually worth staying very close to. The text message was released Thursday by the White House Ways and Means Committee after receiving closed-door testimony from the IRS supervisory agent Gary Shapley, who led the tax fraud investigation of the first son for more than 3 years, and from another agent on the case since 2018. So they've been sitting on this for 6 years? They've been sitting on this for 6 years? That he was using his dad to get money? There's other text messages in there, by the way, from WhatsApp. I don't know if you call those text messages, where it talks about how they each got $5 million. Biden and Hunter, Joe and Hunter. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me, Joe Biden, my dad, and every person he knows, Barack Obama, and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. Holy shit.
Doesn't seem weird to me at all.
But yet, they're concerned about boxes of papers, classified documents, and Mr. Trump's house. Mar-a-Lago. 99 RFK. RFK. Robert F. Kennedy. Fuck, man, he's taken on the world by storm. Here we go.
CIA modeled this outbreak in 2019 2 times. The second time at Event 201, and who was at Event 201? Avril Haines co-hosted it with Bill Gates. And the head of this Chinese CDC, George Gao, was there. The virus was already circulating in Wuhan at that time. Nobody knew it, but George Gao had to know it. He's the head of the Chinese CDC and the Chinese #1 expert on coronavirus. He comes to New York in October of 2019 and sits down with Avril Haines, the former deputy director of the CIA, today the director of national intelligence, the top spy in our country, and says, and they do a 4-part simulation. And the 4th part is, how do we hide it? And anybody can go on YouTube right now. I can't believe they left it up there. You can go on there, look at Event 201 and look at simulation number 4. And they're talking about George Gale and Avril Haines are talking about how do we get people to censor the social media if they start saying this is from a lab leak. This is before anybody ever heard of coronavirus.
Wow.
The CIA.
How did anyone fall for that? How did anyone fall for that? 98. So they've known the whole time. No matter how you slice it, doesn't even matter if what he's saying is true at this point. But it's just another data point. Just another fucking data point. Adrian Broner, washed up boxer, protege of Floyd Mayweather. After his fight, I think this is a couple weeks ago he fought. I couldn't even believe it's almost like he came out of retirement. Here we go.
Everything you wanted and needed.
It wasn't everything it was everything I wanted, but it wasn't everything I needed. Right now I need some pussy.
Oh God.
Now listen, you don't need pussy.
Was it everything you wanted and needed?
He asked him, "Did you get everything you wanted and needed?" And he says, "I got everything I wanted, but I don't have what I need, and that's pussy." And I think he has it backwards. I don't think you need pussy. Right?
Apparently he does. I don't know.
97. Will they admit tranny shit is a mental disorder? 97. Here we go.
It used to be till 2018.
Yeah.
And it got changed up.
Here we go. How did anyone fall for this shit? This is crazy. I just want to show this to everyone I know who took the injection and be like, here you go. Here we go. Action.
Zuckerberg is coming out now and he's admitting that they censored legitimate information on COVID-19.
I think a lot of the kind of establishment on that, kind of waffled on a bunch of facts and, asked for a bunch of things to be censored that in retrospect ended up being, more debatable or true.
In other words, what they were trying to shut down was the marketplace of ideas. And what took place? We found that the quote unquote science they were using as the foundation of their judgments was not accurate. There were inaccuracies and lack of public transparency on the safety or lack thereof of the vaccines. We saw that when people are silenced and when only quote unquote approved authorities are able to provide information, that actually it's a greater risk to health. What they're saying now is that this has caused damage to the credibility of the powers that be. Mark Zuckerberg is coming out.
So what was being hidden was true. Mark Zuckerberg said that. And basically ideas were being shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saw RFK said they already knew. It was all a plan. By the way, I'm not suggesting that any of this is true. I'm just suggesting that with all of that, you could have always known this. This doesn't have to be a shock to you. You could have done some basic, put this thing under a basic stress test from day one and been like, hey, something's not right. They're lying.
Yeah.
And now it's just a matter of time. When will they come out and admit that being a tranny is a mental disorder? If you need a litmus test, everything that you do, so many of you are going to hate this. Everything you do to get ready before you go present yourself to the world is a mental disorder.
How so? What do you mean?
Because it's all things that are occupying your thought. It's all demands you're putting on yourself. So you wake up in the morning and you feel like you have to shower, and you feel like you have to put your shoes on and your socks on, and then you have to put your makeup on, then you have to shave, and then you have to tuck your penis, and then you have to dye your hair blue, and then you put lotion on your tattoo, and then you have to make sure your nose ring has been rubbing alcohol on it, and the more shit you're piling up to get through your day, it's mental occupation. You are spinning stories in your head, in your imagination is just all mental disorder shit until the point comes where You've just got this crazy fucking narrative you're fucking defending in the world. When you argue with reality, you're moving away from happiness. You can go back to the broken windshield thing. A rock hits your windshield and you're pissed. You're pissed because you're arguing with reality because you don't want it to be broken. It is broken. You wake up in the morning and you're pissed and you tell yourself it's because you have a penis. You're fucked. You have to change the story. If you get rid of the penis, it will come back as something else. If you get the tattoo, if you get the piercing, it will come back as something else. Until you start accepting the stories and letting them go, they keep coming back. They just manifest differently. And let me tell you, they'll up the ante on you. Little tattoo. First it's just a little Botox. Then it's liposuction. Then it's big titties. Then it's butt implants. I'm not saying it like I care or judge. Like, go do what you want to do. I'm saying that you got to go the other way if you want happiness. You have to go the other way. You have to give stuff up. Don't try to control your reality like that. Be prepared to deal with reality. The rock hit the window. Incredible. I'd never seen a windshield spider like that. Whew. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not going to eat out for the next 3 days. I'm going to cook at home to save money to pay for this windshield. Incredible. How can I use this story to talk on my podcast about it? Parlay this into something good.
Is there like a tipping point on the getting ready though? Because some of this stuff just feels like making yourself presentable, but then as you made the leap from like showering,
as long as you can do it all, as long as you're not attached to it. So that would be the next fucking thing, right? Like as long as you're not attached to it, right? So you can do all that stuff if you can, but the second you're attached to it, yeah, it's the attachment to it. But most people can't even fuck. Yeah, it's like it's the attachment to the windshield. It's attachment to the blue hair. It's attachment to the fake titties. It's the it's like why you're doing it. Like if you're doing fake titties with some desire for some outcome of happiness, it's not coming.
Would that apply to the same sequence of the way you do things? Because like I have like a pretty regimented order, and I feel like it only exists because I prescribed meaning to it.
I can just look at
at this time I put in my coffee. I try to walk out the door by this time. If I'm not doing this by this time, it freaks me out. So
yeah. Exact same thing. Yes. You're trying to be, I'm the exact same way. You're trying to be efficient and make yourself life good. 99% of the time I get mad at my kids, it's because I'm trying to do something in a sequence and it gets broken. I'm trying to control reality or I'm in a hurry.
Me too. Yeah. Like I was trying to leave the gym and then like somebody comes in and like, instead of being like happy about it, I'm like, oh shit, you messed up my sequence of what I wanted to do. This put me 20 minutes back from where I was before.
And the second I accept,
it goes away.
You're in traffic and the second you're like, I'm okay with being 5 minutes late to this event. I tried my best.
So hard to swallow sometimes though.
So she said. This is the first time I'm taking my toe spacers off.
Nice.
My left foot got pretty spaced out. Whew.
Hey, when you are on the show all the time, are you letting the comments go the whole time? Like, do you click it off so you can't see them?
I have them on the whole time.
Oh. For the first time, a couple minutes back, I clicked them off so I can't see them, and all of a sudden I feel much more like freer on the podcast.
Oh,
like it's such an instant feedback loop that sometimes you like talk or something, and then you like look over to see how it's being perceived, and then it drives me nuts because then maybe I didn't articulate my point well, which is always a little bit tougher this like earlier in the morning. But like I hate when all of a sudden I'm misunderstood. And like the comments come in and they're like commenting back and you're like, no, you didn't get my point.
Yeah.
Being misunderstood just drives me insane.
Yeah.
So I just clicked them off and I think this is going to be the way I roll.
Wow.
Without them.
And then I'll just pull up the ones you want to see.
Yeah.
Like this one. How about this one?
Matt
so
sucked.
hard to swallow.
Yeah. See, now I love Judy.
Hey, don't read the comment, Sousa. Dick Butter, Sevan never gets my point. Oh, that sucks. I hope that's a joke.
Never gets your tip.
Lauren Lewis, how do you think we feel?
Being misunderstood in the comments?
Oh.
Or like getting ready.
Oh.
See, now
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
now I don't have the
Right.
context on them anymore. Uh-oh.
I usually what I do, I start to see yeah, I don't know what my method is. I was going to tell you what my method is for the comments, but I don't know. But I know that sometimes I've learned that I don't even want to share that. Like this one. So I just saw this. I have no idea what it says, and I'm just clicking on it. Because I've never seen this person before, and I just thought, oh, and it's long, and I'm like, okay, what's this say? There's a difference between trying to change something you can't control and something you can control. I feel this is what's missing in this argument against presenting yourself a certain way. There's a difference between trying to change something you can't control.
Like the rock hitting the window.
Or like chopping off your penis. Can you control that? Or going to making 15 doctor's appointments and getting your breast enlarged?
I think the latter is in control. Yeah, you made the 15.
You think that's in control?
Oh, it's in control of the situation, but is it in control of the thoughts?
Yeah, I don't. I think that's a weird loop. I don't think we're really in control of anything. It's what you're willing to try to control, maybe, but we're definitely not in control of anything.
We could be in control of our responses to things.
All right. 96, all living presidents. This one's interesting. All living presidents are former slave owners, except for one. You don't even have to pull that up. Number 95. Number 95. All living presidents are sorry, take two. All living presidents are related to people, have someone in their family, come from a lineage that owned slaves, except for one president.
Who was it?
Who do you think?
Well, I was just gonna say Trump. I don't know.
Trump.
Is that right?
Trump. It's true. It just is what it is. It just is.
Funny.
Wow. My gardeners are here already. It's fucking early for the gardeners.
Oh, 8:45. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I like to do a walkthrough after the show, walk around the Three Plain Brothers palatial estate, make sure there's no dog poop on the ground on Thursdays. I don't like that when they mow over dog poop.
It makes it hard to pick up too. Now it's all dispersed everywhere and ran over. And
Blowtorch 95. This is fucking incredible. You're telling me that it's okay to bring a blowtorch into a fucking Walgreens? You're telling me you can't just walk up to this dude and fucking hit this dude with a bat? Can someone explain to me why that is? He has a fucking pressurized gas container with fire coming out of it, and he's burning shit in a Walgreens. You can't hit this dude with a bat? Action. This is fucking nuts. Guys, this is normal now in California. This isn't like, this isn't fringe shit. Okay, so he's got one. So he's melting the plastic. What's in there? Too? Like razor blades and shit? Or?
Yeah, it's got to be like. Hopefully they scan the camera, but it looks like it's like the razor aisle or like shampoo or something. Also, notice how everything is behind those stoppers now.
This is nuts, dude.
Just some normal shopping now.
Hey, dude, we really do need a vigilante like Batman now. We need.
We have them. See the two ladies there? They're filming.
We need like the Punisher now. Look at Dixie Normus. Dixie Normus. It's hard for me to believe California and South Carolina are in the same country. It's so different over here. Notice this is a white guy. Notice his calves and his hands. Although I think black guys have white hands.
It'd be funny if he just like gave the old like thank you. He walked out.
Oh my God, Paul's car got towed last night. I'm so sorry. You can't hit that guy with the. Does anyone? I want someone to explain to me why my dad would be so mad at me for saying this. I say you just hit that guy with the bat for two reasons. I feel like my life's in danger because he's got a blowtorch in there, and because he's stealing money from me. I'm gonna have to pay for that. Me and you, Suze, are gonna have to pay for that. Everything's more expensive because of that guy.
Yep. And the people like him.
Fucking nuts. Isn't it amazing that they call it reproductive? They call it reproductive rights, and yet it's really the rights to kill a baby. That's all abortion is. 99% of the time, it's just rights to kill your baby. And yet, if there really were reproductive rights in California, you would be able to have twins at home. Illegal. You'd be able to have a baby at home 2 weeks past gestation. Illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning if your baby's 2 weeks past its due date, illegal to have it at home. You'd be allowed to have a breech baby. If you have one of the babies is breech and you're twins, women, you are not allowed to have that baby at home. If your water has been broken for like more than 24, 48 hours, you're not allowed to have that baby at home. They say it's to protect your baby. But those are actually reproductive rights. And the reproductive rights that they claim are reproductive rights are just to kill a baby, just to give the woman a right to kill a baby, to sacrifice a baby. I don't care what word you use. It is not reproductive rights. It is not reproductive rights. It's rights. It's rights to kill a baby or sacrifice a baby. Just tell the truth. I'm on your side. Just tell the truth. And we know why you don't tell the truth, because if you told the fucking truth, you're afraid that you would lose. You're afraid you would lose the argument. And like I'm telling you, you won't lose the argument with me. I'm okay. I'm a piece of shit. I get it. I don't want laws on women's body no matter what. But don't stop fucking lying. You're fucking killing babies and you don't give fucking two shits about reproductive rights. You care about what the fucking doctors tell women to do and what pharma and the government tells women what to do. You're all a bunch of liars. Every single feminist you see out there who talks about reproductive rights, they hate you. They hate women. All of them across the board, whether they know it or not, they hate women. There's no exception to it. They hate women. They're delusional. They hate women and they're shills for the government and for pharma. They do not care about a woman's reproductive rights. They do not stand up for you to fucking get pregnant and sit in your living room and birth your baby. It's nuts. I was thinking about that yesterday. It's absolutely nuts. They have you all tricked. What?
Why does that law exist? Like you can't, because they're worried about
to protect the babies, because like basically insurance, it comes down to insurance companies, right? There's probably some statistic out there that says that babies that when the water's broke for more than 24 hours, there's a 3% chance more of them dying. Or if you have there was like 2 babies in 1852 who were born breech and who died, right? It's all of these. Now the big thing that they tell women is your hips aren't wide enough or your pussy can't deliver it. They argue the women's limitations. It's all just fucking bullshit to keep driving the machine forward, to keep pharma, medicine, and all those people fucking in power and to keep making monies.
That's interesting, right? Because they're both basically talking about bodily autonomy and when that starts or when that ends. Because bodily autonomy, it's like, when does that start for the child, right? Or like the fetus or the baby inside the mother. That's one argument. And then bodily autonomy, like when does that technically end for the mother?
Some people, yeah.
You know, because then if it's bodily autonomy, your body, your choice, and then we're saying that the baby inside of you is considered part of your body, then shouldn't you be, therefore, under that logic, allowed to do whatever at the home birth and not have the limitation on it?
They'll even arrest you. Women have been arrested. The cops have fucking come to women's houses and fucking arrested them. 24 hours. Sleeky says 24 hours after water breaks because of risk of infection to mother, right? Which can then harm the baby.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. And giving birth in a hospital is free here. Full circle. We talked about free at the beginning of the show. 94, gender care. Gender care. Imagine caring for your imagination.
Oh, fuck.
Gender care. Gender care. Imagination care. Care for your imagination. Listen to this shit. This is the Assistant Secretary of Health for the United States of America. Gender affirming care. Go ahead.
So it's such an important issue for our youth and adults. As you said, some of these laws are actually extending into adulthood. You know, we often say that gender affirming care is healthcare. Gender affirming care is mental health care, and gender affirming care is literally suicide prevention care. Would that be your view as well?
I 100% agree.
You know, it's such an important issue.
Was there more to that?
By the way, none of that is true. That's a complete. Those are all lies. That is not true. They have no proof of that. There is no proof of that. There's no logic to that. There's no it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work that, hey, I'm having some issues and I'm going to get on genital mutilation pills or some sort of hormone therapy at 12 years old to slow everything down. This is what they'll say, to slow everything down so I don't have to make the decision now, hormone suppressants, and that way I won't kill myself. That's not, there's no proof of that. That's just fucking complete horse shit. That's a lie. Matter of fact, it's the other way around. There is increase. I don't even know if I want to get into it. Just run from this shit, people. Holy shit. That's the shit that they're telling the parents. That's what I was also talking about. Well, we're going to get to something really crazy here in a minute. It's number I don't know if you've seen this yet. This is really going to fucking blow some of you away when you see this. Do you guys want to see it now? This is going to completely blow you away. It might be 80. Oh, no. 80 is going to blow you away too. Have you seen this guy that calls the cops? Have you seen this guy who calls the cops on a black guy who threatens to kill his family?
No.
And then he starts crying when the police arrest him.
Arrest the guy who called them?
No. They arrest the black guy.
Oh, okay.
Someone threatens to kill this guy's family. I'm gonna see if I can. I wonder where this is. Mainstream. Let's just keep going. It'll pop up. It's crazy. Oh, it's here. It's 92.
92.
Okay. So I want to tell this story really quick. There's these two separate lesbian couples I know, and they've reached out to me and they basically said, holy fuck, we fucked our kids up. We felt like because of the communities we were in, we socially had to lead our kids down to become either gay or transgender, and we fucking opened the doors for them too wide, and we fucked our kids up. We completely, it's one of the boys, they fucked up their firstborn boy, both of them. Because they felt like they had to because of social responsibility. Virtue signaled. They virtue signaled with their kid. By the way, I know two people in town who've done that, both CrossFitters. Sad, high profile CrossFitters. It fucking sucks. Scrambled their fucking kids because of social
conformities.
Yeah, social pressure. Watch this crazy shit. Watch this crazy shit. 92. This is crazy.
Oh, shit. We got to share it first.
We can watch. I had to watch this twice. Maybe 3 times. I can't remember. This is crazy. This is called white guilt caught on camera. This is what a decade of official racial scapegoating and abuse produce. A weeping, pleading underclass that begs police not to protect it from dangerous criminals. So a guy threatened to kill this man and his family, his kids, and when he calls the cops and the cops arrest him, he says, "Oh my God, if I would have known you were going to arrest them, I wouldn't have fucking called the police on you." And you see the massive selfishness here too. It's what we talked about yesterday. That guy killed that lady or drug her along the side of his car and her head bounced off the concrete. And now they don't want to put the guy in jail because the lady who was killed wouldn't want that. Not even thinking about the rest of us. So if this guy's willing to this guy here is willing to sacrifice his family, his wife, himself, and his kids so that people won't think that he's a racist, even though there's no premise to it, there's no truth to it.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Here we go. Action.
Charged with simple assault and terroristic threats. Following his arrest, he was transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Let's go to the squad car, please. Okay, that way.
Why is it happening? I'm being arrested?
Yes.
For what?
For what? I'll be with you in just 1 second. Mm-hmm.
Can we
But
pause
still
this? So the guy being arrested, melanated, the male cop melanated. I can't see the chick, but she sounds to me like she's melanated. I'd be willing to bet 3 inches off my cock on it. Okay, here we go.
You got room to spare, so.
Yeah, totally.
I will need for you to fill out a statement form.
I don't want him arrested. I just want him to leave us alone.
I know, but he had a weapon on him and it was terrorist threats.
Brandishing is not a crime with a knife. Brandishing is only a crime for a gun.
Terroristic threats, though, sorry.
Because he said die to me?
Because he said die to me? Dude, I'm pretty sure it looks like an elementary school, doesn't it? I'm going to go on a limb and say they're at an elementary school.
Yeah, yep.
There's a gazebo. You can see the school in the background.
Playground, yeah.
By the way, if you want to have this experience, you can have this experience. Matt or I could take you somewhere where someone would threaten to kill you in 15 minutes. And we've never even talked about this. But we could take you somewhere. If you want to just be robbed or anything, we could take you places like you could have this whole fucking experience you want. Just bring your kids down there and you can have someone threaten to kill you and your family.
Yeah, you could choose your venture. Leave a backpack in your car. Have your window broken. Go to a park. Be threatened with a knife. Choose your own
Holy
adventure.
fuck. Hey. Okay, go ahead. Action.
And had his knife out?
All that was done. The threats, everything.
Is this satire? The guy just said, wait, you're arresting him because he said die? He's like, he's rubbing his eyes. He's like, I didn't want him arrested. Is it because he said die to my family and he had a knife?
Come on, guys. You didn't mean it.
Yeah. It's cool.
What a fucking pussy. His wife and his kids should just use this as a reason to just fucking leave him. Get your alimony check and get the hell away.
Yeah.
This
Right.
is a danger to you if this is his thought process.
Yes. Okay, let's keep playing.
If I arrested him, I wouldn't call. I just wanted to leave us alone.
I understand, but we still have a job to do.
Now he's gonna think I'm doing this because I'm white and he's black. Or he's homeless and I'm not. I don't want that.
But did he do what he did?
Yeah, but I don't want him thinking that I did it because he's in whatever situation he's in. I just want him to leave us alone.
Pause.
I doubt that.
I really want to interview this cop.
I want to interview that guy.
And be like, what were you thinking just then? Like, let's say you just absolutely fucking hate white people. Let's say you're just completely sucked up in the fucking liberal agenda of just hating white people. You still at this point got to be like, is this guy fucking retarded?
Dude, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, wow. Graciano plot twist. It's his wife's boyfriend. Wow. Fair enough. The husband's actually over there still eating a sandwich.
That's good. I can't believe he's like crying over that. That's so insane.
Okay, keep going. This is nuts. I know his voice, right, Judy? I know he's tripping.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I wonder if his wife's gonna give him a blowjob tonight because he's such a good dude.
I don't think she ever has. I don't think he's ever gotten one. Maybe from his boyfriend.
Action.
I'll be right back, okay?
He was arrested and charged with simple assault and terroristic threats. Following his arrest, he was transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Let's go to the squad car, please. Okay, that way.
Why can't she just be like, hey, the cop would be like, hey, I'll talk to him. I'll let him know that you actually love black people and you have a BLM poster in your house in your window.
Hey, what if she's just like, hey, here's the number to the county jail. When he gets released, you could go ahead and pick him up if you want to feel so good. Here's his bail. You could post his bail. You could bring him out, and then he could come stay with you and your family in your house.
There's
feel that compelled.
Sousa, there's this Avi was in a jiu-jitsu tournament and a lady did this move. I think it's called an Americana on him. This girl did, and it's basically your arms like this and it starts to bend that way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't tap, and then finally the ref stopped it and he came off and he's holding his shoulder. I'm like, your shoulder okay? He goes, yeah, the ref should have stopped it sooner. I go, why didn't you tap? And he goes, I didn't want to lose. And I felt like this deep pain somewhere inside of me that I didn't do my job. Like I watched my son get hurt and I didn't jump into action. Probably because of social pressure. Like I should have just yelled, stop the match, you fucking idiot. I should have just like, I should have jumped over the fucking little rail and ran out there. And I didn't. And, I just can't even imagine them being this guy. Like,
yeah, usually most people would find out that information that he had a knife and be like, holy shit, that was scary. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for getting him out of here. That could have gone terribly wrong.
Yeah,
yeah. Because he's getting taken to jail.
His reason, it's not like he didn't really threaten my family or he's actually my friend. It was a joke. His reason was, I don't want him to think that I'm racist or that I'm better than him because he's homeless. You are better than him because he's a drug addict. There is a hierarchy. If you're trying to figure out whether you're better than someone, there's a very simple way to do it. What is your contribution to humanity and your kindness and your generosity towards your fellow man? So if you, I'll give you just a really clear example. If you are trying to back out of a parking spot and there's a lady there with her shopping cart and she's unloading her groceries, if you put your car back in park and get out and help her unload the groceries or take her cart back and put it in the stall, and you're contributing, you're helping. If you put your head out the window and goes, move it, you fucking bitch, can't you see I'm going somewhere? You're a lesser human being than the other guy. There's a hierarchy to us.
Not a lot of contribution there. No.
Yeah, it's your contribution. That's like, if you don't know, I'm not saying that this is objective. But it's now you know how I rate people. I do think that, and so if you are a person who uses needles and throws them on the ground versus someone who cleans up needles so that kids don't step on them, you're a better person. You're a higher caliber person. You don't need to be worried about what other people think.
Yeah, you're operating from a different place. That's for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay to think you're better than other people. It's okay. It's not it's okay. Make it a competition. Try to be the best person you can. Try to win that game. Fuck. He's willing to sacrifice his kids so that guy won't think he's racist or think he's better than him because he's homeless. Isn't that reason to take your kids away at that point? 91. No surprise here. Royal Canadian Navy. I think it just passed in the state of Wisconsin. I'm not sure. Someone's going to have to correct me. But you are not allowed to discriminate against someone if they're a pedophile in the workplace It's been added on to the I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that just passed in Wisconsin. And you're not allowed to discriminate against. So if let's say Matt did work for me and I paid him, and I found out he was a pedophile, I couldn't fire him for that. He would be protected under some LGBTQ rights. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sonar operator Jessica Silva reaches 1,000 hours of aircraft control time. But what she also, click on number 90. So let me read this real quick. Let me tell you about her. She logged over 1,000 hours in her role as a shipborne air controller while participating in RIM of the Pacific on board Her Majesty Canadian ships. It was pretty exciting. It's really rewarding to hit such a huge milestone. Through my hours controlling aircraft, I've gained a lot of knowledge that I can teach to others, blah, blah, blah. So she's an air traffic controller, and she's reached 1,000 hours of air traffic control time, and she belongs to the Royal Canadian Navy. But what if we find out she's a supporter and proponent of pedophilia? She believes that pedophiles have rights.
Plot twist.
I guess that's one of those things where I'm kind of I guess I'm a I don't know, hypocrite. I just don't have tolerance for it. Can you go ahead and hit 90? Oh, shit. I don't have the... Wait, hold on. That's not the right one. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Shit. Sorry. Give me a second. I got to find it. Royal Canadian Daily. Is it the Daily Wire? Is it Rebel? Rebel News. Jessica. What was her last name?
Silva.
Jessica. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Okay, here we go. I got this one, Susan. This one's on the house, Susan.
All right, cool.
A Canadian Navy member takes to social media to validate pedophilia. Military members are supposed to be upstanding citizens, the ultimate servers and protectors of sovereignty, which makes the perverse comments even more concerning. Let me see. And what's funny is she pulled it down, right? Apparently, Canada's very own naval member, Jessica, wanted to chime in on the Pride festivities seen through the month of June. Oh, that's weird. It's tied up with Pride. That's weird. Where she posted the following comments on her social media page. Pride is for everyone and every sexuality.
In every
So you're
experience.
telling me, and she's from Canada, where Meredith Root and Alex Parker are from, and where that article in the Morning Chalk Up is from. So you're telling me the Morning Chalk Up this morning is supporting pedophilia? They think that you should have pedophilia month in your CrossFit gym. Did you guys see the article in the Morning Chalk Up? Pride is for everyone and every sexuality is valid. Every experience is valid. Pedophilia rights are human rights, and pedophilia is a legitimate part of the queer community and culture. Holy shit.
The fact that there's like an acronym for it is just insane.
In the application of law, it is recognized that criminal sanctions are not appropriate against adolescents of similar ages for consensual, non-exploitive, and sexual activity. The UN is resolute in fighting the sexual exploitation of children, upholds that sexual exploitation and abuse of children is a crime, and supports countries to protect children. Should we go over to the Morning Chalk Up and look at their article today?
Yeah.
Why you should have pride. Why you should have pride. Why you should have pride workouts, pride, whatever. Fucking nuts, dude. And of course, it's not absolute. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely not absolute. Like, who the fuck is this lady to be representing all of Pride? But I think she does represent Pride. I just don't think she represents gay people. Canada. Weird that it comes out of Canada, right? The Anheuser-Busch ladies toast. Did you see that?
Yeah, someone had to get it for the chopping block on that one.
Yeah, she got fired. What's interesting is they say she lives in an $8 million apartment condo in New York City. I also saw that Bud Light is You know, someone told me the other day that me and Hiller forever blunted something. I don't want to talk about what exactly it is, but we blunted the growth of something. Basically, like if you take a redwood tree and cut the top of it, you'll blunt it forever. It will then shoot up a million fucking shoots on either side, and you will blunted the growth of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading this article about, we can just skip by it. I'm not even going to post it, but basically the Bud Light will forever be blunted. It will never recover from that. It's basically the
it was like the first.
It's the beer that people with mental health disorders drink now. It's like the homeless man beer. It's like the drug addict beer. It's just the I suck dick for crack beer.
Yeah, as the first major brand to like push into that, and so they'll forever be like attached to that. The second one, not so much. Third one, not so much. But the first one always does.
Yeah. So it sucks when it's kind of, but I shouldn't say it sucks. It's interesting when something gets blunted like that. I wonder if it's for real, if something forever gets destroyed. Okay. Robert Kennedy, 87. Oh, I may have already shown this. How are you on time?
I'm okay.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy. God, he's so fucking red. That's all just TRT, right? He's just juiced to the gills. He looks like how Dana White used to look.
Yeah, I think that he's getting a lot of sun, right? I think you did show this. You showed this one yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
we'll skip over this.
He looks.
Maybe we did. I think maybe we did. Shit. I got lost here. I think maybe we did 85 too. The cockroach. We talked about how we did 85.
And by the way, even if he is TRT, he still has to get down on the floor and do push-ups.
Right. Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like he still has to like eat the foods that'll help support the exercise. I mean, look at his shoulders.
He says though, America is the global example of health and well-being, not pills and medicine and needles. 84 debate money. By the way, I did not vet this next one. 84. I did not.
You didn't vet with the chick talking?
The debate money. Oh yeah. Oh no. Sorry. Not that one. Skip that. We already did that.
Yep.
Just cruising through. People's cars. What is this? 82. Senator.
82.
Oh, this is good. A Rhode Island senator was arrested Thursday for allegedly vandalizing another person's vehicle at Gardens City Center. Cranston police said Senator Joshua Miller, a Democrat, is suspected of keying the victim's SUV in the parking lot around 3:30 p.m. You know what his defense was? Do you see this one, Susan?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up. Sorry, I was like rolling through ads. So I don't
his defense was that the person dared him to do it. I dare you to key my car.
That's amazing.
Police said the victim identified Miller as the suspect, having looked him up online after seeing "Re-elect Josh Miller" sticker on the back of the truck parked next to theirs. About 2 hours later, police located Miller, who again denied damaging the victim's SUV. Miller also claimed the victim had threatened him, according to the police, saying he thought the man was one of the gun nuts who's allegedly been stalking him at the State House. Miller, 69, told the police he believed the man recognized him from his work on gun safety legislation. So you think someone recognizes you from safety gun legislation, so you key their car? That's what you do when you feel threatened by someone? That's the victim was called back to the scene and confirmed Miller was the man they saw near the vehicle. Police said the officers were then reviewed surveillance footage, which was consistent with the victim's account. Police later confronted Miller with that evidence at his home. He admitted to vandalizing the vehicle. Then he further claimed that the owner had been yelling at him and dared him to do it. I dare you. He was taken into custody on a misdemeanor vandalism charge. So wait a second. This dude keyed someone's car and he was taken into custody. Nothing would happen to you in California if you did that.
Well, if you got money and you're paying taxes, you go to jail. You'd get fined.
You
got to remember, Sevan, the law is different.
Oh, shit.
On, like where you land. So for you and I, fuck. If you go take that blowtorch and go down to Walgreens, fuck.
Hey,
but if you're a unhoused person, then not a big deal. Just like
I was stopped at a stoplight on the corner of River and Mission in Santa Cruz, and a homeless guy rode by my van with a stick and fucking hit it on a bicycle. And I asked one of my cop friends, I'm like, "Hey, is that the kind of like, what do you think?" He's like, "No, we don't do shit. Homeless dude hits your car, nothing."
They're doing open drug use in front of schools, and they don't even like move them down the street. It's just kind of like, oh, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You know, another homeless guy defecating in front of your business. Sorry, I mean, I know you pay your property taxes and you pay a shitload of them, but we can't do anything about this.
And you pay me. Okay, how is this going to be explained? Number 82. How the fuck is
that was 82.
80. How is someone explain to me how this is going to be explained? I need to be explained how this is going to be explained.
Top or bottom?
Top. Sorry, top. And then we'll go to bottom. I don't know why there's two, but I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Now you got some powerful CEOs at that table. I recognize a few of them right off the bat.
Oh yeah. So who do we got? We got Tim Cook. We got the Prime Minister of India, and we got Joe Biden.
Yep. And then we also have the CEO of Google next to Tim Cook on Tim's right, our left. Fuck, I forget his name. Okay.
Okay. So wait a second. So that's arguably the most powerful man in the world, right there, Tim Cook.
I mean, yeah, him and the combination of the Google CEO as well too. I mean, yeah, that's the two most powerful companies in the world. But Tim Cook would have to be probably the most powerful company in the world right now.
I mean, he's probably got like Putin, Elon status. He's just under the radar.
Yeah,
influence like a motherfucker. Like if he wants a fourth camera on a phone, all of a sudden we all have 4 cameras on our phone.
Yeah.
He wants to kick Twitter out of the App Store. It's done. We stopped using Twitter.
Total control of that ecosystem.
He can change the whole world overnight.
Whole world. Yeah. Not only is the manufacturer
crazy, right?
In China, obviously, and they sell all the cell phones in China, but they've been kind of quietly moving operations to India. So now he's got both of them kind of playing on both sides too. Yeah, Tim Cook's the fucking man.
God. Gay as fuck.
Yeah.
Love some cock.
You know that they forced him to move out of his super small, like 800 square foot apartment, even after he had been CEO for a long period of time. They were like,
for safety reasons?
He's just super frugal. He just doesn't give a fuck about any of that. And it was safety reasons. Yeah. They're like, no, we're forcing you to move to another place. We need to have more higher security and everything else. And it only was until he like went down to the hotel gym, because he's an avid like exerciser and like all that too, that he got somebody like approached him and it was like an issue. And then he was like, okay, I guess you guys are right. I do have to move now.
Wow.
He also used to fly.
Is he married? He has a boyfriend, right? He's married. He has a mate.
I have no idea. He's super. None of that shit is public at all. Okay. And he probably spends a good amount of money and time making sure that his life stays private.
Okay.
Play it.
Let me see. Tim Cook, husband. Does Tim Cook have a spouse? Oh, he's not married.
Mm-mm.
He made his sexual orientation publicly known as gay in 2014 in an editorial in Bloomberg Businessweek. He's on the Fortune 500 list as the first gay CEO to come out publicly. There was concern that he was going to ban Twitter, right? And he has banned some apps before.
Yeah, but he's a boss. So when that whole thing went down and Elon kind of pushed him on Twitter, Tim Cook just flew him out to the Apple campus and said, "Hey, buddy, come on over. Let's just chat."
Oh, that's awesome.
And the whole thing went away.
Tim Cook is so private about his personal life, the public doesn't even know if he has a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Executive Chairman John Chambers likened an Apple-Cisco partnership to matrimony. Cook reportedly quipped, "I can't talk about marriage much."
Like a supply chain whiz too, like some of the strategies that he's used in like a supply chain, like efficiency and like inventory and managing that, are some things that are now put into business as like best practices that he basically came up with. He's also from a small rural town in Alabama, and he used to have a huge afro back in the day.
Colbert asked Tim Cook how his sexuality informed his charitable efforts at Apple, and Cook responded by quoting Martin Luther King Jr., quote, "That had become a mantra for him. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" Isn't that funny? That's what we just said. That's it. What are you doing for others?
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the reason too why he stays private, like in a little bit earlier.
But most people don't. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, he's just very middle ground. Sorry, that's all I was gonna say. He's not really like extremist on either side, and his privacy really helps him just hold that middle ground.
And the problem with having with the world today is that people think that they've been duped. They think that they're helping others, but they're just fucking people over.
Mm.
That guy's so worried about helping other people that he's willing to sacrifice. Worried about what a guy with a mental disorder thinks about him and his belief towards black people and towards homeless people, that he's willing to sacrifice his wife and his child.
That's fucking crazy.
What a do-gooder. Okay.
Yeah.
Action. Let's play this. I don't know how do you reconcile this? How in 20 years people are going to be like, why did we allow the president to say that and continue? And you know what our answer is going to be? Well, because he has dementia and he's retarded.
Oh,
well, then how did you let him have dementia and be retarded and stay in office? Like, there's no out here.
Also, I think the guy to the left of Biden, our right, is the CEO of Microsoft.
You should just say it is. Everyone at that table is a big shot. Dude, Indians are running the world.
And I think
next time someone says to you that like it's white business, dude, I'm telling you, it's Indians and Asians are running the world.
I think the person all the way to the right of our screen in red is the CEO of PepsiCo. Her story is fucking crazy. That woman's a beast. I don't know if that's her. I don't think it is, but I forget her name. But the CEO of PepsiCo, she has a crazy story too about growing up in India, rural town in India, making it all the way to where she's at now.
PepsiCo or Coke?
PepsiCo.
Oh, you got a dude now. Maybe it's former. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay, let's play this. This is crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. David, can you hear me? David? Leave, David.
No.
David, leave. Go to your room. Put your phone down. Stop the David, stop the show, David.
It's a whole different show without seeing the comments.
Jan, I missed the show. Is it worth going back to watch?
Oh, that's what David said now.
As much as it's worth having your mom suck my cock.
Oh.
Asshole. And you too. Both of you. Get the fuck out of here. No, he doesn't make you laugh. It's not funny. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I started off without you. And I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared. I was just thinking, anyway, I started off without you. And I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared.
How are we supposed to explain that to our kids? He sold or stole a lot of state secrets?
It was making a joke. Was he supposed to be making a joke there? But it's one of those insidious ones where it's like a joke, but it's not.
Oh, so you're saying this is so far. Click the context thing. Let's see what the independent fact checkers say. Let's click that.
Misleading. It was a joke at a meeting with the Indian Prime Minister, because you could see the Indian Prime Minister putting his earpiece in and like getting situated. But here's the thing. Hey, when you watch that, do you watch Biden or do you watch
both
around him?
Both. I watch the people around him. I'm kind of tripping because I wonder if like how quickly they're like, holy fuck, we're with the dude who's so old, who's in charge of the free world.
Dude, all of their facial expressions say that. Like even like if you watch as like the thing zoomed in next to the Microsoft CEO and the Apple CEO, like Tim just looks super uncomfortable. The other one has like this like awkward laugh because it's just such a fucking dog and pony show.
I guess the next thing he said was, all kidding aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a dog and pony show.
I was just thinking.
See, look, he's getting the Indian Prime Minister getting his
anyway,
earpiece in. Watch Tim Cook's face.
I started off without you. And
Kind
I
of weird.
sold a lot
Look,
of
the
state
CEO of
secrets
Microsoft like
and
nervously kind of
a
laughing.
lot of very important things that we shared. I was just
right, like
when in actuality, back home, they're asking the White House press secretary about him receiving $5 million in 2017.
Meanwhile, like Hunter falls through the curtains in the back naked with a crack pipe and is like, oh shit. It's like, damn it, Hunter.
Don't bring Carol into this. I wouldn't speak about beautiful Rosemary like that. Okay, fine. I apologize.
You know what's crazy too?
Thank you for allowing me the chance to course correct, Jan. I offer you my humble apologies. You're right. That was so inappropriate.
Did you bring his wife or something in there? I didn't even.
No, I said something. I made a mom joke because
Oh.
he was wondering if the show was worth watching. No, the last 2 hours of my life have been an utter waste. Don't go back and watch it. Thank you. I appreciate you accepting it also. Glad we have closure. Wow. This is my kind of comment. Anita Dick and me. I wonder what Joe's breath smells like these days. Me too. I'd let him blow on me just so I could just like tell you guys.
Did you watch that as you sniff your toes?
They don't even smell. I
wonder what his breath smells like. Wonder how much it smells like my toe spacer.
I'm bummed.
One interesting thing is like, I wonder what all those CEOs are thinking, because they're basically paid to make really high level decisions and like not get them wrong. And the only way you could like make a decision is by collecting as much information, asking a lot of questions, and then trying to like predict the outcome and say, okay, we have enough information gathered to say we're going to head in this direction. But in order to do that, you have to be really like speculative. You have to like ask questions. You have to probe. You have to say like, what if this, what if that? Have we gone too far here? Have we checked this? Have we thought about this? And it's just the irony of it is because like you can't really do that these days as far as like our political leaders, what's happening in the world. Is like, you can't question it. You can't probe it. You can't speculate because they're just going to label you like anti this or phobic this or conspiracy theorist or something like that. So I just think it's so ironic that you have these like, you know, someone like Biden in there that's going through this whole thing, and you have these other individuals up on stage and they just know it's bullshit. Like they know it's bullshit. They know this guy isn't in charge of anything. They know he's not fucking making decisions. It's like,
so why do they go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, how do they go?
Prestige?
You know? I mean, I think it's all imagery. It's all theater. They all want to look cohesive and play nice. And because I think the people that are really in charge are saying like, hey, you know, you need to go and show up and do this, because if you don't, we'll start regulating this, or we'll pull this pin here. And they go, okay, we get it. We want to play nice too. So we'll go show up and go to Joe Biden's fucking birthday party and sit here and like nod and pretend that everything's good. But really they know it's just a bunch of shit. And Tim Cook especially, because I've studied a couple of things with like him and Apple and stuff. And he is known for asking his like really articulate questions to probe and to try to find flaws. So like they'll have, if you and I have a meeting with Tim, they'll meet several meetings with a bunch of different people to just bombard you with questions, because they know when they sit down that if Tim starts going through his questions and you can't answer it, like he just basically is like, you're wasting my time, and we'll leave the meeting.
How much revenue will we lose because you made the glass on the iPhone unbreakable?
Yeah. I don't know. Just the irony of it's crazy. Hey, there's 420 comments on our thing now. That's insane.
What's that mean?
Like when you switch over to the banner, it just tells me how many comments there are now since I switched it over. So since the time I clicked the button to not see them till now, there's been 421.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It keeps a little tally count in the top. Now 422.
Wow.
Crazy. That's a lot of comments.
Here's one for you.
What if you looked it up and it was like, Tim Cook spotted with this man leaving Prestige restaurant, and it's like me, like with a Sevan Podcast t-shirt on.
Has CrossFit contacted Sevan to do the behind the scenes? Has Sevan contacted CrossFit to do the behind the scenes? 423.
Oh, Judy.
I know Judy's just showing off that she's listening. Number 76, another basketball player dead. Another athlete dead. Nothing to see here. Number 76.
Oh, my gosh.
Just another athlete dead. Crazy. Pro basketball player dies of heart attack. Oscar Cabrera. He had been complaining that he got the shot and the booster and it gave him myocarditis, and yet there is no definitive proof of what killed him. What the fuck? What is going on? I don't know. I'm always making material. That's 68. I'm erasing 68. A room full of Democrats. What's this? 64. Oh, we already did that. Wow, my notes. I started a whole, I started a whole new thing of notes, right?
Yeah, it looks very clean. There's not
and it's already messy.
We hammered through a lot of those though. That was your goal.
Yeah. Play number 63.
Dude,
this is a old. Don't play 63. Never mind. Skip it. Okay. It's Jim Carrey and I think she was a porn star, his girlfriend, talking about something that probably we shouldn't talk about. 53. What's this? Screen time. Oh, okay. Here, let's look at this. 53. Here we go. This one's good. This is nice. Nice little moment.
There we go.
Statistics and what the science is showing is the following. If your kids have less than 1 hour a day of screen time, more or less, your kids are fine. Nothing to worry about. If they have 3 to 5 hours a day of screen time, that creates a 30% increase in suicide ideation. And if they are on the screens for 5 or more hours a day, it creates a 71% increase in suicide ideation. So then that begs the question, okay, well then what's the national average right now? What is the national average that our teenagers are spending on their phone every day? What's your guess? Think about it right now. 3, 2, 1, 9.5 hours is the national average of what the average teen spends on their phone every day. What the statistics...
Think about that. 9.5 hours. Dude, my kids spend 9.5 hours working out every day.
I mean, how many hours are we awake for? That's a huge chunk.
I want to go back to that basketball player who died. I know, Clock, you're fucking me up today. Good job. I appreciate it. I mean that. This is really important. That basketball player died doing a cardio test in response to myocarditis, meaning they were doing a stress test on his heart. And while they were doing the stress test on his heart, he fucking died. He was being vocal about being forced to attend the 49ers game to play ball, but he did it anyway. It killed him. Crazy story. You're right. That deserves more. So just imagine that, guys.
No one's forcing you.
He's forced to fucking take the injection. I know I'm using that word wrong, but I'm going to go with it. I appreciate the accuracy, police. I really do. And then and he got sick, and they were checking out his ticker, and while they were checking it out, he literally died. Imagine thinking it was safe to do a stress test, and you're like, there's physicians all around you, and you die.
Yeah. You would think that'd be like the best place for an event like that to take place, because then you could get the help you need right away.
Holy shit, that is insane. I know. Karina Pace, can you, by the way, can you move the picture over just a little bit so that play button's not.
You got to shift it a little bit to
the left. All we see is like your ass hanging out the back of that red symbol. This is on the parents. Parents need to be a better example of screen time and get rid of their kids' phones. Raise your kids. Raise your kids.
It's such the easiest thing to do. Like the kids are acting up and you're just trying to get something done, or like see it at the gym a lot, or at the restaurant. I used to see it all the time. And that was I haven't worked at the restaurant in like 10 years or more. And it was just like kids sit down, they start to fuss or act like kids when you're trying to confine them in a seat. And it's like, boom, here's the phone. And then the parents are like checked out after that. It's crazy. I feel like I'll come over and like peek out what they're watching more than the parents do sometimes. Like, oh, it's just whatever playing. And I'm like, no, YouTube served them up something different now.
Yeah.
What you originally clicked, that 4-minute video is over. And now the algorithm is parenting your kid, or not parenting, programming, I should say. And it's, what's nuts too, is how mesmerized they get by the little box. Like you hand a kid a phone and no other toy would hold their attention that long. But the second you hand them the phone, they're like, boom. Like their face is just sucked into it.
My kids are kind of different. My kids are all different too about it. One of my kids is just like, if he just hears a TV on, he'll go to it. then one of my kids is a little less, and then one of my kids, Avi, will just be like, "Hey, like I've had enough. Can you turn that off?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but how much screen time do your kids get? Like an hour in a week?
No. Well, on Fridays and Saturdays, I let them once the sun goes down, they're able to they'll watch a movie. I'm like the Ari had a collision the other day. Fuck, dude, he ran into Greg's kid. They were playing in the yard, playing guns in the yard, and they fucking ran into each other, and it fucking left the craziest bruise on the base of his penis and just above his penis. Yeah, he got kneed. So I dropped him off at my mom's house the other day. He was bragging to me that he watched 2 movies in a row.
Yeah, I never really see your kids, and they don't have an obsession with the phone. A lot of times you see the kids when they get around their parents.
Yeah.
Phone. I've never heard your kids ask for it. You know what's funny? When the other kids that might have their parents' phone a little bit, once they get together with your boys and the other kids, they that shit just goes away. They could be totally disinterested with the phones at that point.
Right.
They just want to go play and be kids
Right.
and use their imagination and run around, and it's interesting.
Can we go to the CrossFit Games
Website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see I want to see if CrossFit started up its podcast yet. It would be cool to just if they did.
Okay, where do we want to navigate around here?
2 people are waiting to watch the CrossFit podcast, which will be live in 21 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Can you go to the CrossFit Games Instagram? I want to show you. I want to take you to their Instagram. Adam Blakesley. When I was a kid, you could give me a couple of G.I. Joes and some pink muscle men, and I was good for hours. Oh, I remember the pink muscle man guy. Stretch Armstrong. He was fucking dope.
Yeah, that's how
he's
he
that old, Adam?
Back in the day, but
okay. So scroll and go ahead and click on the click on Laura Horvat right there where it's pinned in the #1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Laura. Why the fuck is this pin there? You have a fucking movie coming out tomorrow that should be the biggest event of the year. You have no media. You are a complete joke for media, and you have really the only significant media you're going to do all year coming out tomorrow. But you still have Laura pin there. Okay, next.
I hate that emoji too for some reason. I don't like this one.
The Noble CrossFit Games semifinals bring people together.
That was posted on June 1st.
Are you guys out of your fucking mind? How is this good at all? I want to show you, by the way, a good post. I'm going to show you a good post. Where is that picture? Have you guys seen this picture of Catherine David's daughter and Hannah Black? Will you go to Hannah Black's and don't close it? Maybe open an. I guess fuck doesn't matter. We can come back to it. Go to Hannah Black's Instagram account. I want to show you an amazing fucking post. I think it's Hannah Black, where Hannah Black and Catherine David's daughter at the same semifinal. What's coming out? It's coming out either tomorrow or Saturday. There's a new CrossFit Games documentary coming out. Exactly. What's coming out? How do these fucking... Okay, look at this. This is a great post. I'm going to show you. You guys tell me if you see one post on the CrossFit Games account that's better than this. Can you play the audio on this too? Let's see. Look at this post. Stupid. It's so stupid. Grow the fuck up. So stupid. Sevi, I have to urinate. Let's wrap this up. Just take me in the bathroom with you. I'll talk to you while you got your cock in your hand. Your cock. My wife is a man. You talk about penis a lot. I'm like, I guess I do. Look. Look how this is just. Keep going. No mention of the CrossFit movie that's coming out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. No mention of the CrossFit movie. No man. Well, go back. Go back.
The first one.
Okay, but go back the other way. I want to show you one more thing real quick. What's that? Nope. Sorry. Go back the other way. It's a guy outline. First of all, that Pasadena. Thank you for the volunteers. Stupid post. Shut the fuck. Stupid. Stupid.
This one.
Keep going. No, keep going the other. That one's. Keep going the other way. It's a guy.
Up. Go to the top of the
Sorry,
page.
no, down the other way.
Okay.
It's one the center square. That one right there with the guy. Like, what is that? Stupid.
Are all of them like that? Oh no.
I guess if the goal is you want me to click on stuff that's just horrible media, that was the hardest thing about watching the CrossFit Games doc. Just watching all the ding dongs. The three people that I came away really liking in that, I already loved Adrian Bosman, but Adrian Bosman and I already loved Ricky Garrard. Kind of the jury was out on Tia, but I loved Tia after it. The movie's so good. The movie's so good. And so I know three people who've seen it now so far, and two of us both had the same reaction. We love Tia, and one of us hates the movie. And that being said, I also haven't seen a CrossFit Games doc in a couple of years. I probably haven't seen the last 2 or 3. So
another outlined one.
Oh man, there's Gabby Magawa they recap the event so well in the movie. The story of the 2022 CrossFit Games repeat champions, new challengers, and the path to redemption. Now available for pre-order. I don't want to. We can talk about it after a bunch of you guys see it. It's coming soon. They don't even give you. Oh, okay. Will release on Apple TV, Amazon, Xbox, Vudu, and Vimeo starting on June 30th. How about you write that on the fucking picture? Coming June 30th. Big. Coming June 30th. And you don't just write June 30th. God, I have to school these bunch of bitches. You don't just write June 30th. You write Friday, June 30th. Friday, June 30th. So that anyone can look at it really quickly, whether they work by days or dates. And if you even know what time, you say what time. And then people start planning. Our Nut Job community starts planning. And do you know why? Dawn, listen. Dawn, listen to me how much your team fucking sucks. And I mean this with love and criticism, constructive criticism for you. When all rising tides float all ships, raise all ships. Rising tides, rise all ships. By you not promoting this, the rest of the fucking games team doesn't rise. Do you understand that? By you not pushing this. So this is what happens. It would be so easy to keep this #1 in the iTunes documentary section and on the homepage for a month. It would be so easy to do. We did it every single year. Why? Because us CrossFitters just love to consume our content, and we would keep purchasing it, and you could keep pushing it, and it would push it to the front. With that, you would add more value to the affiliate proposition than anything else you will do all year. It's that easy. But instead, Dawn, you have there's obviously no oversight on the games team, especially on the media. And whoever's in charge of your marketing, just fire them. Just toss them. Toss them. Everyone who's involved in marketing. This is negligence. They're working against you. That's what we did every year. We pushed the doc, and it was just free advertising for CrossFit and the affiliates, non-fucking stop, right there when you open up your iTunes, right there when you open up your Netflix, right there when you click documentaries, right then when you click top movies. And you designed the poster to help push that. J.K. Lamar, stop dropping marketing gems. I mean, it's so bad. How about this? Why aren't they promoting the interview that's about to start? Why didn't they send me a preview of the movie to play on my podcast? It's the most influential podcast in the space. Why didn't you send me a link to say, hey, Sevan, why don't you play this? 11 minutes and 30 seconds, by the way. In 11 minutes and 30 seconds, you can see the interview. I'll put the link in my I'll put the link down here. There's the link. That'll take you to the CrossFit podcast. And it's called The Movie Preview, CrossFit Games Documentary, Retroactive with Tyson Oldroyd. He's the executive producer of it. Been around for fucking ever. Used to be married to Miranda Oldroyd, now Miranda Alvarez, the founder of Street Parking. So sad, dude. It is so sad. All this time and money spent to make this movie, and because there's so much fucking infighting at HQ, they can't promote this, which would then trickle down to the whole fucking community. Slam dunk. Fuck. Crazy. How can we go back to this is their Instagram? Yeah. Wouldn't you think if this movie was going to come out tomorrow and it was your biggest piece of media you've done since the last documentary, because you guys haven't done media since 2018, that you would have it pinned right there where Laura Horvath is? Or hey, what about doing a thing where you make 9 posts and it's the entire poster? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just make it like one of those giant ones.
Yeah. Or what would be even better is get a trailer for it, right? I think they have a trailer. And then every single trailer or every single athlete that's in the trailer, I would like play it. There's that section and then ask to collab with that athlete. So then not only do you have it existing on the CrossFit Games Instagram, but then on that athlete's Instagram too.
Duh.
So then there's even that much more distribution, right?
Matt Souza dropping bombs on the retards. And I mean that with no love, just complete fucking disdain and embarrassment for you guys. Fucking drool factory over there. Jake Chapman, Sevi, I have you on mute as I'm waiting to coach. Please, can you get Souza to sign language for me? Get with the programming. Make sure you stop in 10 minutes so we can have your viewers. Oh, okay, perfect. I will do that. We're starting with the trailer, by the way. Oh, okay. So maybe it is Chase who's doing the
promotion for it.
Promotion.
Definitely seems like everything's kind of compartmentalized there, and people are almost working against each other, almost, for lack of better words. It's like bury your project to like bring my project up, or like don't give this the light so we could promote the thing that I want to promote over here instead.
Chase, why don't they have that on their Instagram? Why aren't they pushing it? I want to go to the Dave Castro Instagram. Why the fuck is Dave having the trailer up? Or Adrian?
Dave does not.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Oh, he's got a fucking picture of Katrin. Oh, he hasn't posted in 6 days.
Yeah. Does he even control this handle anymore?
I don't know.
His Instagram starting to remind me a little bit like Matt Fraser's Instagram. It's like super curated, you know?
Oh, yeah. He hired some chick to do it during semifinals for him. I think that's become kind of like the norm for him.
Well, that makes sense during an event, but this was 6 days ago, and it seems like it's still happening.
Oh.
So does Christine just run?
No. Well, shit, I don't know. I was about to answer, but I don't really fucking know.
Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if she's running it like all the time now, and he's just staying with the TDC Hunt one.
I ended up going to Abigail Donut's Instagram account.
Are you lost?
Yeah,
You're on the
she's
rabbit
cool
hole
as
over there?
shit, dude. Fuck, she's cool. She's like a princess. Look at this picture of her with her boyfriend.
I can bring it up.
Yeah, Abigail.
Oh, that is not what I expected her to look like.
I like the whole hippie Princess Leia vibe.
Yeah.
Look at hair. Look at
boyfriend's good looking too.
Someone send her a packet of rubber bands. Tie that shit back.
Wow.
Tips with Abby Donut.
It's Wolverine.
Oh, so she's part of the Colton crew.
It's
She
funny.
kind of has this Orphan Annie look to her. I wonder if she's a redhead. And yet she also kind of looks like Tom Brady's kind of wife, right? Or ex-wife. She kind of she looks like a model. And yet she's got some freckles. All right, no more obsessing on Miss Donut. Dixie Normus, my whole IG feed is CrossFit. I haven't seen an ad for the movie once. I know. I know. Get her on the show. I know. Jesus, Dave. You're right. First smart thing you've said today. Jake Chapman, Sevi, are you aware of how absolutely jacked at Mike is? Who's Mike? Mike who? Oh, Mike McCaskey? No. Is he crazy jacked?
He has like a cartoon picture for his icons.
We can go over and let's look at how jacked Mike McCaskey is. I do like looking at jacked dudes. While we wait, we have 5 more minutes till we have to get off and make way for Chase. Mike McCaskey. Hope I have the right mic.
I definitely don't.
Draw your dagger, Sevi. I'm giving you a hug at the games. Push your camera up against me. Oh, my screen time's off the chart, dude. I bet you I'm on my phone 5 hours a day. No post on Insta, sorry. How the fuck am I supposed to know how jacked you are then? No, then I don't know. I don't know. He's a fucking unit. How do you know? So, post a picture in here. Let's see. Post a link and we'll go to the picture.
How do you know?
Oh, he's probably a cop or something. That's why he doesn't have Instagram. I average 6 hours a day on your phone. Yeah. I've completely lost the war to DMs, by the way. And you want to know what? And speaking of arguing with reality, I haven't accepted it.
Like you still think in the back of your mind you're gonna sit down and like get through all of them or something?
Yeah. And part of me feels like I've let people down.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that was my job. That was my job.
Yeah.
Like you watch the show, and my job is to make sure that if you say something to me that
mine have gotten astray too. I'm usually pretty good at keeping up on it, but lately I've had zero time. And then the time that I do have to do it, I'm just like, fuck, I don't feel like doing this.
Jason, we have the CrossFit Games podcast tomorrow. I guess I'll talk about this more, but Chase and Bill did a show, Get With The Programming, where they talked about things that they would like to bring back. And Bill will be on the show too. Bill said, they should bring back the behind the scenes. And then he said, it doesn't matter who does it. I'll fucking slap you around, Billy.
Bill said it doesn't matter who does it?
Pull your ear, Billy. Yeah, of course it matters who does it, Billy.
How would it not? What if you just put Joe Schmo with a camera there? Like it wouldn't.
Well, I even like he just I don't think that there's anyone who's going to do it as good as I did it, and it'll just be just like whatever. If it's not me, that's what I think. It'll just be whatever.
I mean, I would
might
say
might still be good, might be different, might still be good, but it's not going to be. Yeah. Thank you, Janelle. Come on, Bill. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. I don't know if I still have that.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? We really loved your work. We just need someone to do it. We don't care who it is. Yeah, exactly. Let the DEI council do the behind the scenes. That would be great.
Yeah. CrossFit will
Sebi,
still run good. Doesn't matter who's in charge.
I'll second shoot behind the scenes with you.
Don't take my job.
He gave you credit. Oh, here we go. Paulina, fucking always the ambassador. Here we go. Sweet Paulina. He gave you credit. He said you asked the good questions and should do it again. Oh, always making the peace. Hey, listen. I'm an all in guy. I'm not a Jocko Willink saying to it's really fucked up. Joe Rogan's not racist, but I'm concerned about his drinking or mushrooms. Fuck you. Greg Glassman never did anything to me that other men haven't done to me, and just all men shouldn't do that. Like what? Like what? That's supposed to like stand up. Like I don't want enemies if I have friends like you, or I don't want friends if I have enemies like you, or whatever. How the fuck that one goes. If you're trying to say you have my back and you're like, yeah, they should do the behind the scenes. Sevan did it better than anyone. They should do it again. And then you're like, but it kind of doesn't matter who does it. I don't get like, don't even mention my name. I don't care. Fuck you. I don't take that as like a compliment. I don't. Same thing with Rich. Like, I'm really glad Dave's back. I hope he doesn't turn into a power tripper again. Can't that be two separate podcasts? God damn, the comments on that YouTuber is fucking idiot central. That Rich Froning podcast has just attracted fucking morons. You got to take the good with the bad with Rich, right? Everyone flocks to him.
Yeah.
Because he's so fucking cool.
He is cool.
Oh, shit. It's so why isn't it's 10? Oh, it's 10 a.m. They should be going.
Yeah. The premiere is starting. It's not live, right? It's just
No, I think this is live. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, shit.
Well, thank you.
Liked.
Welcome. Oh, here we go. Welcome. We love your sickness. Let's party. Let's get the party started. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, okay. Let's do this. See my comment?
Mm-hmm.
I always get so excited when I comment. Oh, look, I said something. Oh my God, everyone can see what I said. I'm so excited.
All 21 people.
2 shows on at the same time.
Well, this one hasn't started yet. Or that one hasn't started yet.
Will Alexander sent here by Sevan. Will, I've never even seen you comment in my comments. What the fuck is going on?
Well, at least he gave you credit the time he did comment.
Listen to fucking Chase. Get patience, Corey. We got to make sure the audio is great for you all. Yeah, that's why you do that 5 minutes before you come on. You're at the Sevan podcast. You don't figure that shit out on the fly.
Hey, we should watch things that are live, but just have the comment section going and just comment and creep on everybody commenting in the comment section.
I'd love to, but
just here because
the problem is they'll ding us. These fuckers will actually report us.
Oh yeah, they will. Yeah.
Man, Don, you work with some assholes. You should have just cleaned. You need to clean house, dude. It could be so much fun. Think about this. Think about the proposition that you would suggest that this. I don't want to drag Hiller into this, but I'm going to. Let's say you were to make the proposition that Hiller hates on CrossFit, and so we should keep him at a distance. So you're telling me that the guy who you think feeds on hating you is going to be happy with you hating on him back? And that's how you're just feeding him. We're gonna keep Sevan and Hiller distance because they just hate on us.
Oh, there it goes.
I know I'm already
Careful,
gone.
don't let him ding us.
There you go. All right.
It's begun.
I just want to see. I want to. How do I forward to the? Oh, I just click the live. If I click here live, it always.
Tiatumi has a chance to.
Oh, you know who else is good in this? Fuck. I guess I'm gonna do a show with Mariah tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
So I'll tell you who else is good in this. Breaks my heart. Tommy did a really good job in this. Sean did a great job. They fucking did a great job. Or at least Mariah made them look great.
You know, it's funny. If it wasn't for Mariah coming on the show and you talking about it, I wouldn't even know this was a thing right now.
Of course, a lot of people.
No one would.
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny. I literally wouldn't. Like when you told me she was coming.
You're an affiliate owner.
And you were like, oh, Mariah's coming. She's gonna talk about the doc. I'm gonna get a chance to preview it. And I was like, there's a doc.
This is a company that asks you what your sexual preference is every chance they fucking get as an affiliate owner, but they can't tell you that the fucking documentary's coming out that you could share with your clientele.
That's funny.
It's crazy. Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's happening?
Nothing. My dad sent me a text and I read it. Probably wasn't the best time to read that text.
Oh.
Not that it's bad. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's good. My nephew had a spider bite and it's all healed up. Oh,
After that trailer, like, that's how we know you're an android. I think that's the test.
Yeah, no, I think first of all, thanks for having me, man.
okay. The Tyson Oldroyd, Chase Ingram, live on the CrossFit podcast. Go over there, check it out. It's a great movie. We'll have the director, creator, editor, brainchild, Mariah Moore on tomorrow morning. I'm excited for you guys to meet her. I worked with her for many years also. Okay. Here, Chris Deeming. Sevi, I watch most of your stuff but rarely catch you live as I'm from England, but always wonder what the hell you're going on about when you reference 49er international audience, bro. Oh, okay. It's a football team here in the great city of San Francisco. Talk to you guys soon. Souza, thanks for coming on the show. We kicked ass like usual.
Yep.
Peace and love.